Why did you do it?
I'm indecisive whenever there's someone new. Can't tell if I should block them or just let them through. The moments we're together, everything is cool. But at this point in life, I don't know what to do. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. Keep calm when the wind blows. I know everything gonna work out, so I aim up high when it feels low. I know it's hard to trust someone these days, and I know I go overboard when I think about all these things. Thoughts inside my brain, try to keep it sane. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learned my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, pick up the vibe. Feels right this time. I can't decide. But at this time, just live my life. Enjoy the ride. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide.
Why did you do it?
Been thinking way too much lately, but ain't that what we all do? Sometimes it feels like we're going crazy from this life that we're going through. The ups and downs and arounds make us wanna scream and shout. It's like I never have a plan. It's like I'm sinking where I stand. Yeah, I've been stuck in my head and I can't get out. Don't know what I gotta do right now. Don't know what I gotta do right now. I've been stuck in my head and I can't get out. Don't know what I gotta do right now. Oh, oh, oh. It really does feel like there's no way out. Running around in circles with no exit to be found. Tell me, have you ever felt like this? I keep on trying and trying again, but sometimes I can't tell the difference between the start and the end. It's something like a maze that's just began. I've been stuck in my head and I can't get out. Don't know what I gotta do right now. Don't know what I gotta do right now. I've been stuck in my head and I can't get out. Don't know what I gotta do right now. Don't know what I gotta do right now. Oh, 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 is causing me to lose control of who I am, and all my motivations going out the window, man. I can't just let it go. I gotta pick myself back up and realize that everything is gonna be okay. I've had enough of feeling like I'm overwhelmed, feeling like I'm losing health. I know that life's a series of things that we gotta figure out, so I'll just keep on living every day. Give it all I gotta know that everything's okay, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Whoops.
Wrong button. Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday. This week, Slay the Spire edition, where I'm going to be returning to one of my favorite games, probably in my entire collection, Slay the Spire. Be back grinding on through the ascension levels. There's a bunch of different ascension levels. So I'm on like ascension level 10 is what I'll be playing through today, playing as the Watcher, one of my favorite characters. But yeah, I hope everybody has had a last good couple weeks. I didn't stream last week, so hope everybody's doing good and having a good Sunday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm trying to think what's new with me I could chat about. One thing I did this last week, one of the reasons I didn't stream last week, was because I was finishing up ISTOW, my little website for IST. So that version 1.0 is officially done. It's out. Still going to keep updating it in the future, but I don't have any plans, at least in the near future, like the next month or two, probably. As long as there's no like game breaking bugs, like I'm going to just kind of keep it as is and come back to it at some point. But yeah, version 1.0 is done. I did a little tutorial video last week, which is the first time I've done like just a tutorial video. But it seems I tried to keep it pretty concise just to show how to play the game in a basic, use the site in a basic way. I wanted to keep it under 10 minutes. It's like 11 minutes, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I also released my second members only video last week. So if you don't know, at the beginning of this year, I on my channel unlocked the ability that y'all and chat and at home can become members of my YouTube channel, which essentially means it's a way to help support the channel. There's kind of two different tiers to them. I came up with the name Tabletop Titans for like the members name, but there's like two different tiers. And I didn't really want to do any members only content, but YouTube was doing like a promotion thing. So I did two kind of behind the scenes videos over the last couple weeks. One was going like over my setup and what that all looks like here at the table and at my desk, all the equipment I use. And then last week I did a look over all of the analytics on the channel, which is kind of fun. It felt kind of weird showing all that off, but I was like, it's fine. So yeah, if you're a YouTube member, you got access to those, which I thought they were pretty fun to do. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, think about becoming a YouTube member, because not only does it help support the channel financially, it also get some cool perks. If you're just a tier 1, you'll get custom emotes, you'll get a badge next to your name, and you'll get access to those videos. And then a tier 2 also gets access to videos 24 hours in advance, and once a month gets to help decide one of my Solo Gaming Sunday streams, which is my next week's stream, will be a tier 2 member decided stream. So yeah, all the money I make from ads and memberships, I kind of just keep for the channel. I don't use it for games. I just use it right now for like equipment and all that good stuff. So like my new mic, I paid for out of the money I made off the channel, which is really cool. So yeah, if you want to help the channel and help it become a little bit better, consider becoming a member, because it's something I realize I don't talk about too much. And I'll also quickly tease out that next week's stream, Solo Gaming Sunday, will be tier 2 member decided. And then 2 weeks from now, it's going to be like the 29th, I believe. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, which will be my last stream of the year. And I want to do a fun, extra long stream. So 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour stream, which I've done one of these before, and I quite enjoyed them. So I want to do another one, just to end the year out with like a nice long stream, a 12-hour stream. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because first off, let me skip this outro, hold on. First off, I'm going to not be playing board games. I want to play some video games. Because obviously I know this is Board Games with Thomas, and I play, lots of board games and RPGs and solitaire card games, but I also do play video games from time to time. And so I thought it'd be fun, just a nice change of pace, just to do a little marathon where I'm not playing any board games or tabletop games. Kind of got inspired when a couple weeks back, like I played the Super Mario Party, and at the beginning of the end of stream, I was playing some non-board games like Super Smash Bros. And Fortnite. And I was like, that was kind of fun. So obviously, I know this is a board game channel, and I don't want to veer away from that, but I think it's fun to mix it up every now and again. So yeah, 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour video game stream. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a what do I want to call it? Like I don't even know what I want to call it. Like I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different for the stream. A little, I don't know if gimmick is the right word, but as a way to maybe help incentivize people to become members and help support the channel, is I'll be doing something where, yeah, essentially if you become a member during that marathon stream, something will happen. So I'll tease it out maybe at the end of this stream, and then I'll also maybe talk about it. But yeah, it's kind of hard to describe without describing it. But yeah, I just want to say, yeah, for the 12-hour marathon stream, I'm going to be doing something where if you're thinking about becoming a member, then maybe wait to that marathon stream, because it'll have a little bit of an extra effect, I guess I could say. Agreed, that was a fun video game stream. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna, I have like a roster of games right now I'm thinking about playing, so I would probably start out with some like daily games, because I think that would be fun, doing stuff like Wordle and those types of like daily, you know, and New York Times like connections and the mini crossword, stuff like that. And then there's like Game Duel, like a bunch of like daily games I think would be fun to start out with, and then just kind of jump around to some different video games. Mainly I'd probably play, like, the ones I'm thinking right now would probably Rocket League, then Fortnite, because I really like Fortnite, and then probably ending with RimWorld, because I really like RimWorld, and I think that would be a fun game to stream. Hello there, Real. Hey there, hope you're well. Cool to see you playing with other solo players, PJ Sack. Appreciate the comment. Welcome on in. I am too. I thought that was like a really fun playthrough that me and PJ did, and it was even though we were just kind of getting the story started, it was really fun playing with someone else. Especially PJ is a very talented dude, and he knows like Fallout 2D20 pretty well, and he's comfortable with Mythic, so that made it a lot more fun just to have someone that's really kind of already has played Fallout 2D20 like solo, and I think it was a fun playthrough. I think we'll probably at least do another episode at some point in the near future, maybe in the next month or two. I don't know, at least after the holidays. But yeah, can I cancel become a member during that stream? I guess you could, but then you'd lose your badge. But you also, there's a thing you can do. You can gift memberships. So if you wanted to support and you were already a member during that stream, you could, I guess, gift memberships. So I guess that's one way if you wanted, Dean, to like still help out. But it's gonna be, yeah, I don't want to give too. I'll probably talk about it at the end of stream. But essentially, yeah, it will kind of if you become a member or gift memberships, it will be like a punishment for me in a way, I guess. Like I said, I'll talk about it maybe at the end of stream, and then also next week, because that stream will be 2 weeks away, so I got time to kind of plan and figure it out. But I think I have a pretty fun idea to make it a little bit more interesting, besides already doing like a video game stream. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do something kind of fun for the last stream of the year. Yeah, that would be my only complaint. I wanted more. Yeah, and what was funny is like when him and I recorded that, I was like planning on just doing one video, and I've been trying to keep my videos like under an hour. I try to keep them shorter, but sometimes like with RPGs they go a bit longer, and we ended up recording for like close to 2 hours, because we were just, the story kept kind of progressing with the whole vertibird thing, and then afterwards we just kind of wanted to find like a good stopping point. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope that we'll probably, like I said, I think maybe in the next month or so we might at least do another episode, and then if people still like it, maybe we'll keep returning to it every now and again. But I know PJ's busy with the Wasteland Story and the Solo Role Players podcast, which the Solo Role Players podcast, he's been interviewing some great members, great people. He's been interviewing the Dungeon Dive, Geek Gamers, Tana Pigeon from Mythic. Like, those are some top tier people. Real, thank you for becoming a tier 2 tabletop titan. That really means a lot. Thank you. Welcome on in to the club. Now you get access to custom emotes. You got the badge next to your name. You can see those members only videos now. And yeah, I guess, next week will be the tier 2 decided member stream. So I'll do a post usually through YouTube for that, just to help kind of narrow down what I should return to. But thank you, I really appreciate that. What else have I been up to? It's kind of the same old, same old. Just been busy doing work and other projects now that iStow is done. I don't know, the new Fortnite season's out, so I've been playing that every now and again. And started a new RimWorld save and then lost, and then started a new one and then lost again, and then I'm on a really good one right now. But I'm still pretty early on, but I have like really good starting colonists, and it's a pretty good start. I already messed up like one quest, but I'm trying to keep it running. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've been up to. I'm trying to think of what I've been watching. So I still watch, a lot of streamers and whatnot. Lots of awards stuff was going on. 2 weekends ago was the Streamer Awards hosted by QT Cinderella, which was really well done. I think it's like their 3rd or 4th year doing them now. But that was a lot of fun watching. QT, she does a lot of great events, and the Streamer Awards is just so well produced. And it was a lot of fun because I watch a lot of streams, so I knew a lot of the people that were like nominated for awards and that were, I don't know, just around on the stream. It was a great production, I think, this year. It is every year, but it seems like every year she learns more and it gets a little bit better. But yeah, one thing that was kind of cool is one of my current favorite streamers, Squeaks, won Speedrunner of the Year, even though he didn't really want to, because he speedruns, but I don't want to say casually. He mainly speedruns Super Mario, but he's not like that serious about it, while some of the other contestants were like a lot more serious speedrunners. So he ended up winning, so that was a bit of a controversy, but it's I think all good. That was pretty cool. So that was fun. And then this last, I think, weekend or so was the Game Awards, which I wasn't planning on watching, but Squeaks was doing like a watch party type thing. So was Germa, which is another streamer I watched. So I was like bouncing between their streams watching it. And it was surprisingly good. I was, I'm not a big video gamer these days, but there were some cool games announced. There was like a new Elden Ring game, which I'm probably not going to play, but there were a couple cool ones that I was like, I might even try these. Easy member, my man. You were one of the first people I saw doing solo, but then I somehow forgot about you. It's understandable. Luckily, PJ reminded me about you. Thank you for all that you share. That's really nice of you to say, and thank you. Hope you enjoy your member perks. Yeah, the Game Awards is really cool. Surprisingly well, like, produced. Had, like, Snoop Dogg perform. There was one point where Laura Bailey from Critical Role, and she also does a lot of other stuff. She's like a big-time voice actor. But Laura Bailey and Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad were like out on stage announcing a game that actually was probably one of my favorites. It's like this game called like Dispatch something, where you're like a superhero dispatcher. It's made by like Telltale. It looked really cool. It's like Outer Worlds 2 was announced. There were some interesting ones. So yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else. That's what I've been watching. I guess show-wise, so I have started watching a new show recently. It's all because of YouTube Shorts. I don't have TikTok, but I do, I have YouTube, and YouTube has YouTube Shorts, which is like their version of like short-form content. So every now and again, I'll scroll through it. It's not the best, but one show I kept seeing clips from in my YouTube Shorts was House, like House MD, the hospital show. And I'd realized it was on Hulu, and I started watching that. So like over the past couple weeks, I'm already on like the 2nd season. I forget how fun that show is to watch. House is such a great character, and the other doctors are really fun, and it's just like, I don't know, a fun show to watch, even though sometimes it could be a bit, sad, and it could be gory sometimes because it's like a medical show. But I've been having fun watching that. And yeah, I don't know what else. Well, kind of hop into some Slay the Spire, because I'm going to be playing this for a while. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Slay the Spire, the board game, obviously. Which, like I said, I got this earlier this year. I forget when, and I quickly will say it's become one of my favorite games in my entire collection. Also, like, one of my biggest games. Like, I got the collector's edition, so it is one of my biggest, but it's easily, I'd say, top 3 in my collection. It's so fun. I didn't play the video game that much, but enough to get the basics. But I easily have more hours in the board game at this point. And so, yeah, there are different ascension levels, which are just like higher difficulties. There's 13 total. Each ascension level adds a new small difficulty that you have to just keep adding on. So I'm gonna be playing on Ascension level 10 today, which means I'll go through all of the penalties I kind of already have. So I have harder elites. I lose 1 max HP. That's why I have a black cube on my HP. I have harder events. My potion limit is normally 3. It's now 2. I start cursed with the Ascender's Bane curse in my deck, which I just can't remove. After each boss, instead of healing full HP, I can only heal 4. I have harder encounters. I have removing a card now costs 4 gold. I start damaged, so now not only do I'm 1 less max HP, but then I also start damaged, so I start at 7 HP. And now I have harder elites. So all of those I am playing with, which is pretty tough. Pretty tough stuff. Again, I have to defeat the Act 3 bosses. There's also the keys, which technically, if I'm just trying to beat Ascension levels, I don't need to do, but I'm going to try for them anyway, which are just little extra challenges. Mini spoiler alert, there's usually 3 acts to this game, but after a certain point, there's a 4th act, but you can only get to the 4th act if you complete these 3 keys during the 3 acts. Like, one is skipping a relic, one is fighting a harder elite called a burning elite, the other is skipping a rest spot. So I'm going to be trying to get those. I'm going to be going full sweat, but we'll see if it all pans out, because those are a lot of penalty stuff I have to deal with now, so it's going to be pretty tough. I'm good at this game, but it's just not the best still, so we're going to see how this goes. So I have everything already set up. I have my blessing, which I haven't looked at yet, my starting encounter, which I haven't looked at. My map is kind of hidden, but I'm fighting the slime boss as my Act 1 boss, so we'll be having to deal with that. I just canceled many of my big corpo subscriptions. I'd rather support independent creators instead. The main perk is to help you out. I appreciate that. I am the same way. I think like a month or 2 ago, I went through and like, I realized I had a lot of subscriptions to a lot of like stuff that I really didn't need or use as often. So I also did like a bit of a purge. But I also, yeah, there's like a couple of like people on Twitch that I'm subbed to just because on Twitch, the ads are so annoying. I hate them. But also it's like, I like supporting people that I like watching. Hello there, Dawa Mesmir. Hello, Thomas. This is my most played board game I have ever played, more than 30 times. Really? What Ascension level have you gotten to? Because I've played this a ton. This is probably if I'm just talking like raw playtime, like hours, this is probably in my top handful. This and Bullet Heart are probably my 2 most played games, and like my 2 favorite games probably. Ascension 12, geez. So I'm gonna be trying to beat Ascension 10 today. We'll see if it actually works out. One thing I was looking at, harder events, added those, harder encounters, add the Ascension 7 encounters, but it says replace. That's one thing I realized. I think all the encounters are just mushed together. So I need to actually remove a couple. I just realized that this is not. So I need to remove the old jawworm. There's a looter. Is there one more? And the large slime. Okay. I was gonna say something didn't feel right when I was doing all this setup. Yeah, 12 is impressive. I hope I'll get to that point. Do you have a favorite character? I definitely think the Watcher is my favorite. But like playing the Defect, that's also my second favorite probably, like especially good claw build. Ooh, it's so fun. Okay, so quick overview of this game. So this is a roguelike deck building game. So you start out with a basic deck of cards. There's 3 main acts. Each act has a boss at the end. You kind of have a map. You choose your path along the way. And it's a battling game where you're fighting different encounters and playing your cards, spending energy, trying to win the encounters. You get rewards to upgrade your deck. And yeah, I've already talked about a lot of this stuff. My character I'm playing is the Watcher, which their main kind of gimmick is that they have these tokens called miracles. I believe is what they're called. That's what I call them, at least, the miracle tokens that essentially give me an extra energy when I spend them. And I also have different like stances. So I start out in neutral, but I also can enter calm or wrath. And they have different abilities. Calm, whenever I leave calm, I gain 2 energy. And whenever I am in wrath form, my attacks deal +1 damage, but I also take 1 damage at the end of my turn. So being in Wrath form kind of hurts after a while, so I have to like account for that. Very fun character, like I said, easily my favorite of the 4. And yeah, I'm not gonna do a full tutorial because I've played this a couple times on the channel now, and you'll kind of just see along the way how it's gone. But yeah, I'll just kind of start playing. So silent, but in the board game I like the defect. Silent's probably my least favorite. I still like them, but I think I just have the least amount of success as the silent. But yeah, I really like the defect too. So defect is probably number 2 for me, especially if I get a claw build going. That's like super fun. But okay, first thing at the start of the game is I get a blessing. So I start with 2 gold. I get 3 from this. That's why I started with 5. And I get a card reward to start. So let's see what I get for my card rewards. Prostrate, Wreath of Flames, and Talk to the Hand. Oh, also, let me switch my music, I guess, now that that's over anyway. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Slay the Spire soundtrack. We'll see if I get copyright striked for this. I don't think so. I think I'll be okay, but I guess we'll find out. See, Talk to the Hand's I mean, these are all good cards. I think Talk to the Hand might be fun, but the thing is, it gives me 1 shield for each miracle I have. But right now, I don't have any way to generate miracles. Wreath of Flames is okay. Gives me strength. Strength just lets me deal extra damage. What are my other options? So I'll get the other option from this card, which I can either gain a colorless reward, gain 3 potions, or transform 2 cards and gain a curse. I'll probably go for the colorless reward. I can go to Talk to the Hand and kind of start building towards a miracle build. Those are fun. That's maybe one of my favorite builds of the Watcher, is doing like a miracle build. So there's some that like Deus Ex Machina that gives you like a bunch of miracles and a lot of fun cards. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna gain a colorless reward. So either got Trip, Swift Strike, or Mayhem. Trip, 2 energy, deals 2 vulnerable. I don't know if I really want that. Swift Strike, 1 attack. I may switch rows with another player, pretty useless. Or Mayhem. It's a power, 2 energy. Once per turn, draw 1 card, immediately play it for 0 energy. I don't really like any of the other cards. Mayhem's kind of interesting. I don't know if I really want it, but I think I have to choose one, so I'm gonna add a little Mayhem. Go a little crazy, and that's my starting bonus. And my starting encounter is the Jawworm. I think that's good. I don't know. Right now, I mean, I don't have any AoE damage, area of effect damage, to deal damage to multiple enemies. And I'm definitely going to need it because the slime boss, spoiler alert, after you defeat them, they kind of have a phase 2 where they split off into a bunch of smaller slimes, and then you got to defeat each of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're entering combat. Essentially, how it works is at the start of combat, each turn I reset my energy to 3, block to 0, draw 5 cards, roll this dice, and kind of play my turn. That dice didn't land flat. Okay, I rolled a 5. I have a starting relic called Loaded Dice, so on a 5 or a 6, I gain a shield. And on a 6, or on a 4 or 5, I gain a shield. On a 6, I can trigger a dice relic ability. The enemy has 8 health, and also their attacks are dictated by the dice roll. So since I roll a 5, they're going to be attacking me for 3. I do start with 1 shield because of the dice roll, so let's get going. I can play Vigilance, 2 energy. That gains me 2 block, and that'll let me enter Calm. And at this point, I will be fully blocking any damage coming at me. And I will just play a Strike for just dealing 1 little damage for now. Nothing too exciting my first turn, but that's okay. They attack me for 3, I block for 3, and then back to the start of the round, I gain 3 energy back and draw 5 cards. Yeah, okay, we gotta roll the dice. I was like, oh, so I'm forgetting something. It's a 6. Okay, so I can choose to activate my relic, gain a block. 5 or 6 means they're gonna be attacking me for 3 again. Okay, got some interesting cards. So I'm going to start with Eruption. Deals 2 damage, so that brings them down to 5. Enters Wrath. It costs 2 energy, but whenever I leave Calm, I gain 2 energy, so I'm back to 3. I'm going to go ahead and play Mayhem. Costs 2 energy to do that. I will... Boy, oh boy, this ain't good, actually. I'll play Talk to the Hand. That deals 3 damage. Brings him down to 2 health. I gain a shield, but it doesn't matter. I'm out of energy, but I can spend my miracle to gain an energy. And I can use Strike, which normally deals 1 damage. I'm in Wrath form, it deals 2. And Jawworm is dead. Just like that. So, reward is at the top of the card. I gain 1 money, a potion, which is just a stack of cards off screen here. I gain the Cunning Potion, which deals 3 1 damage attacks. And then I also gain a card reward. So anytime I see that card symbol, it's gain a card reward, which means I draw the top 3 cards of my reward deck, and I get to choose one. I also have a rare rewards deck, but most of the time I'm just drawing from this big main rewards. I got Shimmering Fury, Sands of Time, Swivel. Don't really like any of these, if I'm being honest. I'm probably going to go with Swivel, but I don't know. Shimmering Fury, your attacks deal +1 additional damage in Wraith form. Sands of Time, 3 damage, has Retain, and then it does 2 extra damage for each other card in your hand that you retain. One of the builds that you can kind of build towards with the Watcher is like a Retain build, but I think Swivel, just to have some extra shielding, would be nice. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to be honest, I don't love those options that much. Not crazy about them. So, first encounter down. Okay, now, the map, this Act 1 map has 2 sides, so I randomly chose one, and then you place the little markers randomly, and I did that before setting up, so now we flip them all over now that the first enemy is defeated, and then I can kind of decide what path I want to start taking. I can kind of pivot as I go if there's, you know, a crossroads, but yeah, I kind of flip these over. It's one thing I love about this game is just there's so much replayability because there's so much randomness with the boss, the map, the nodes on the map. You're starting stuff from the blessing. Like just with the setup alone, there's so much variability and makes this game so replayable. Okay, here's my map. So I don't want to hit up an elite too soon. Pretty much it seems like I need to go up this path here. Question marks are random events. These little creatures are enemies. Campfires allow me to rest to either heal HP or upgrade a card. Little treasure chests are relics that I can gain. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up the center path and hit up the first random event, which is Transmogrifier. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit, so I have the option to either pray to transform a card or sacrifice, transform 2 cards and gain a curse. I will pray just to transform 1 card. What that means is I remove a card from my deck. I'm going to just remove a defend, and I take the top card of my rewards deck and add that. So I traded a defend for an empty body, which is just better. It's 2 shield for 1 energy instead of 1 shield for 1 energy. And that enters neutral, so stance switching is pretty nice. So I'll take it. Okay. Next enemy, fighting the red loose, which also spawns a green loose and a red loose. So triple enemies, this is where having some sort of area of effect would be nice, and I just don't, so it's gonna be a little bit more of a pain. These loose, they don't have much health, but the issue with them is they have an ability curl up, meaning the first time they take damage, they add a shield, which makes them really annoying to kill in just 1 turn. You kind of have to at least do it probably over 2 turns. And yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I'm gonna reset my stance, get my miracle back, 3 energy, 0 block, roll the dice. I get a 1. So they're gonna be strengthening, they're gonna be attacking me for 1, they're gonna be attacking me for 2. So I got 3 damage coming at me that I gotta deal with. I'm gonna start out by playing Vigilant. Costs 2 energy, puts me into Calm, also gains me 2 shield. Then I will spend an energy to play Strike and just strike this first one. And that's all my energy. Normally they would gain shield, but at the start of their turn they're losing it, so I'm just not gonna go through with doing it. I could spend a miracle just to strike one of the other ones. Maybe I should. I'm gonna spend a miracle because I did have at least 1 more strike, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna spend my miracle to strike this one down here, which also would curl up, but then the shield goes away at the start of their turn. So, okay, this first one gets strengthened. Then I get hit for 3 damage. I block 2 of it, but I'm taking a damage, which is okay, but I'm already down to 6 health, so that's something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the dice. It's a Tua. Okay, so that means the first guy's not going to be attacking me, but I'm taking 3 more damage if I don't do anything about it. Okay, I definitely can block all of this. I could just play all 3 of these, but that's not... I don't know if I don't want to enter neutral, so I'm going to not... Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to start out playing Swivel. 2 energy to do that. Gains me 2 shield. The next attack I play this turn costs 0, so I will play Talk to the Hand for free. That deals 2 damage. I could take out the guy in the back. I also get 1 shield per miracle I have, which I don't have any, so that's fun. But I'm at least safe this turn. And then I will play a strike with my last energy, attacking this guy for 1. Ascendant's Bane goes in my exhaust, and all that gets discarded. So then this front red loose strengthens up. The second one attacks me for 1. I had 2 blocks, so I'm good there. And that's that. Start of a new turn. 3 more energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to reshuffle. 1 card short here. 5. And I need to roll the dice, but I think it's probably over for them because I know I'm going to have at least Eruption, and then as long as I have a strike, which I don't, cool. All right, so I rolled a 1, so this guy in the front still isn't attacking, so I'm not too worried. I'll play Eruption. 2 energy, deals 2 damage, so the red-green loose is dead. I enter Wrath, which means I get 2 more energy back. I'll just play Vigilance to enter Calm again, gain 2 shield. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay in Wrath form. Because I still have 3 energy, so I'm going to play Defend for 1, because I just need to defend off, because I take damage from being in Wrath form, and then use my other 2 energy to play Mayhem, so I can at least try out Mayhem. That's it for my turn. On their turn, they're just strengthening again. If that guy hits me, that's going to hurt, but I'm going to hope that doesn't happen. I take a damage from being in Wrath form, but I blocked it, so we're good there. I'll go ahead and draw my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the dice. It's a 3, so he's going to be attacking for 5 damage. I'm going to activate Mayhem. Draw 1 card, immediately play it for 0 energy. I shouldn't have done that because I gained 2 shield, but now I'm out of Wrath form, so I'm going to be doing less damage. Thankfully, I do have 3 strikes, and you're out. So, yeah, they only had 3 health left. So even though I wasn't in Wrath form, it was enough to kill him. And that's an encounter win. So I get some money and 3 cards to choose for my card reward. So I got Just Lucky, Meditate, and Tranquility. Which I'm going to go with Just Lucky because that's a fun one. I always deal damage, it causes 0 energy, and I either will scry for 1 or gain a shield depending on the dice roll. Pretty neat one. The other 2 cards aren't too crazy. I'm not trying to do a lot in Calm. Like I said, I think because of my starting cards, I want to lean more towards a Miracle build, but I don't also want to go 2 into 1 like build style too early and kind of then screw myself over if I don't get the right cards. So it's good to have a plan in mind, but also you need to be able to pivot in this game if you're not getting the cards that could make your deck work. Okay. Enemy defeated. We're moving up the map to our first campfire, where I could heal 3 HP, which I'm not going to because that's lame, or upgrade a card, which is much more exciting. I think I'm going to start. It's not an exciting upgrade. Actually, let me see what Talk to the Hand upgrades to. So I kind of glossed over this fact. All the cards are in sleeves, not because it just looks nice and is nice to play with, but all cards can be upgraded, and they have an upgrade on the back. So this does 3 damage instead, which is a nice upgrade, but I think usually for the Watcher, first upgrade I'd go with is Eruption, making it cost 1 energy instead of 2. So not the most exciting upgrade, but it is very helpful. Just trying to make some big play happen to have that be one less. So on to the next enemy. I'm fighting the fungi beast, which also will summon a second fungi beast. They are both, okay, 6 and 5 health, so a bit bulkier, and they both have the ability Spore Cloud, which means on death, they will apply vulnerability to me, which I didn't really talk about. So there's different like status tokens. The little heart is vulnerable, which just means for one attack, the target that's vulnerable takes double damage, which is pretty bad. So as soon as I kill one, the other one might hit for double. So ideally, I want to take them both out at the same time if I can. It's the way to go, but who knows if it'll pan out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to 3 energy, 0 block, rolling the dice. It's a 2. So this one's attacking for 2. That one's strengthening 2. Not great to see that. Okay, kind of a lame starting hand. So I can swivel for 2 energy, gain 2 blocks. So I'll be taking no damage. Next attack I play costs 0. So I can play Talk to the Hand for free. Deal 2 damage to this first guy. Gain a block. And then I have 1 energy, which I guess I can just defend with, but it's pointless. Sendus Bane will get exhausted, and that's that. I should note, because I kind of glossed over a lot of the rules. Exhaustion, you can exhaust certain cards, and that just means they're out. You can't draw them again, at least for the rest of this combat. So, yeah, this one attacks me for 2, which I block. The other one strengthens for 2, which is kind of scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for me. Back to 3 energy, 0 block. Start of the new round. Rolling the dice. It's a 4. So I gain a shield. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. I might have to use my potion if I want to stay alive here. Because I have 3 damage in hand. What are they going to be doing? They're going to be hitting me for 1. Yeah, this is scary. Because I can only do 3 damage. They have 5 health. So what I might have to use is use my cunning potion, which I really don't want to do. I want to save my potions, but if not, I'm going to take, I think, a lot more damage. This is not going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to use it. Cunning potion deals 3 separate attacks. So I essentially deal 3 damage, bringing them down to 2 health. I'll strike them for 2. Taking them out. So they're dead, but Spore Cloud ability activates and makes me vulnerable. I still have 1 energy left, which I can use for Empty Body, which gains me 2 shield. And I guess I'll use my... I have a Miracle left over. I'll save it, because I'm going to need it next turn. I'm going to enter Wrath form with my Eruption. So this guy's going to attack me for 1, but since I'm vulnerable, it hits me for 2. Luckily, I shielded for 3, so I am fine there. It also strengthens. So new round, 0 block, 3 energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And rolling the dice, it's a 2. So they're going to be attacking for 2. They're strengthened, so it's actually going to be 3 damage. Luckily, they should be dead because I can enter Wrath form and deal 2 damage in the process, bringing them down to 2 health. Cost me only 1 energy, and I can finish them off with just Lucky because that deals 1 damage, and Wrath form it deals 2, and they're dead. I didn't take any damage from that combat, did I? So that's not bad. I did have to use the potion, which is unfortunate. Luckily, the reward is 1 money, 1 potion, which is an energy potion, which gains me 2 energy whenever I use it, and another card reward. So we have, collect, study, and flying sleeves. Definitely collect. It just 1 energy exhausts and gains me 2 miracles. If I'm going for a miracle build, that's 1 card I definitely want. So I will take it. And that is another enemy down. Put this away and we'll keep on making our way up the map. With another stop at a campfire. 2 campfires in a row pretty early on. I will not complain. What does Mayhem upgrade to? I have 0 idea. Ooh, it only costs 1 energy? That's kind of huge. Collect would give me another Miracle if I upgrade that. I might upgrade Mayhem. That's kind of fun. 2 energy from 1 energy. The Watcher, is one thing they struggle with is their energy, I feel like. So I'll upgrade that. Where to next? I need to, so let me zoom in on the board over here. Is this, that's a good angle. That's also, both angles are just, they're right off. So I can kind of go this way. Do I want to fight the Burning Elite? And do I want to encounter a shop? I think the answer to both of those is no. So I think I want to kind of go this way and then maybe encounter that elite right. It's hard to see because I'm kind of covering it, but right at the end, there's an elite here. So I might go this right-hand path. Seems like the play. So you hit up the treasure room and I get my first relic of the game. It is calipers. Once per combat, I can keep my leftover block from the last turn. Pretty nice. Elite without potion, kind of hard. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna wait till the end there, and I can also, yeah, I'm kind of covering it, but essentially there's this elite here, but what's nice is like I'm going down this path, so once I get to this enemy, I can kind of pivot if I don't want to, especially like a burning elite. I don't feel comfortable taking on yet, but my deck's not that good at the moment. So we're gonna continue on this right path, encountering the next enemy, which is a large slime. This is the more difficult large slime from Ascension 11, which some enemies, I think pretty much all the enemies you've seen so far, their attacks are dictated by the dice roll. Some enemies just do the same thing every round. And the other way enemies attack is like this one, where there's a cube and they kind of rotate through their actions. So this large slime is going to attack for 2, then 4, and then summon an acid slime the next round. So I definitely want to try to kill it before that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me reset this all, but I think I'm good. You need to find 1 to 2 more attacks. Yeah, I don't have a lot of damage. I don't really have any. I think all the stuff I've been grabbing is like collect and swivel. So yeah, I guess I have to talk to the hand, but that's more defense, but we'll see how this turns out. 2 means nothing for me. Okay, so what do I start with? Okay, I like this. I'm gonna start with collect, spend an energy, an exhaust to gain 2 miracles. So they're gonna hit me for 2. So I still have 2 energy. I'm gonna play empty body, block for 2. Then I can play Just Lucky to deal 1 damage, and I can scry. Scry means I look at the top card of my deck, and then I can either put it back or discard it. It's Vigilance, which I will probably want to keep. So I'll put that back on top. 1 energy left. I will play a Strike, bringing them down to 7 health. Okay, it's now their turn. They attack for 2. I had 2 block, so it sucks for them. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for me. Rolling the dice. Okay, it rolled way off the screen, but it was a 3. Okay. Ooh, we got Vigilance, Eruption, Talk to the Hand, and Mayhem all in one hand. This is pretty fun. Okay. That's actually really good. Yeah. Okay, watch this. So Vigilance, gain 2 block, enter calm, cost 2 energy. Then I play Eruption, dealing 2 damage. Entering Wrath form, that costs an energy, but then I get 2 energy back. Then I play Talk to the Hand, which now deals 3 damage, bringing them down to 2 health. And I gain 1 shield for each miracle I have, bringing me up to 5 block, which is exactly what I needed. And then I play Mayhem. This gets exhausted. They attack me for 4, but oh no, I block for 5. Wrath form also hurts me for 1, but I still have 1 left. They daze me, which means I take these 2 daze cards, throw them on top of my deck. So I'll be drawing them next turn. But they only have 2 health left, so as long as I draw 1 strike, I'll be okay. But, you know, I'm drawing 2 dazes, so I don't know if that'll happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Rolling the dice. It is a 1. Let's see what I drew. I drew 1 strike. That's all I needed. But you know what? I could play Mayhem. Let me play Mayhem. Okay, that just gave me a defend. That's kind of lame. But then I do play my 1 strike, 2 damage, and it takes out the large slime. So 'twas close. They almost summoned their little companion, but they didn't quite get there. Okay, let me reset this all real fast. What do I get for winning? I get 1 money. I get 1 potion, which now I have the Entropic Brew, which gains me 2 potions. So not very useful unless I use my energy potion first, but that's a pretty good potion because I can use the energy potion, use that, and then I'm back to 2. And then a card reward. So we have Weave, Fear No Evil, and Like Water. Weave is pretty good if I was doing more with scrying, but I'm not, so... Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on these. Or these? There we go. Fear No Evil is pretty good. 2 damage, and if I'm in Wrath form, I can enter Calm, or Like Water at the end of my turn. If I'm in Calm, gain 1. I only have 1 card in my deck right now that enters Calm. It's what I start with. So Like Water doesn't seem too good. Fear No Evil, I could add. That's maybe what I'm leaning towards. Weave is a fun one, but I don't have any scrying, so that makes it a lot less useful. We'll go with Fear No Evil. I mean, I think I do have the option to pass, but I do want some more damage, so yeah. Easy Fear. Okay, yeah, Fear is, yeah, it seems pretty good. And then I have another way to enter Calm now, so that seems good. Do you know if the board game was inspired by the video game or vice versa? The video game came first, but the video game, like, this is pretty much what the video game is, just slight differences, but the video game is a card game, but it's a card game video game. But then they made that into a real thing. Oh, that's also one thing I totally forgot to mention when I was talking about the Game Awards at the start of the stream that I watched. They announced Slay the Spire 2. There was already a teaser for it, but there was the first trailer of Slay the Spire 2. So there is a sequel in the works. I think it's coming out like in the next year or two, which is very exciting. Okay, so next we have a random event. World of Goop. You fall into a puddle made of slime goop. Frantically, you call yourself out, but notice some of your gold is missing. You notice more left behind from unfortunate adventurers. I have 3 options. Gather gold, which I gain 3 gold but lose 2 HP. Reach deeper, gain a relic and a curse, or leave it and just lose 1 gold. I don't think I want to lose the HP. I'm tempted to grab the curse. I like relics. Curse isn't that bad, but they can be. Curses are bad cards that are added to your deck that stay in your deck. You can remove them at shops or by other means, but except for my curse that I start with, the Ascender's Bane, it specifically says you can't remove that card from your deck. So I'm just stuck with that. What do you think there, Dala? What would World of Goop? Would you go for the curse or just lose the money? I'm leaning towards curse. Another relic. Relics could be, but the relics can also be not that great. Like some of them just modify the dice value, which aren't that helpful. And a curse can be pretty bad. They can also be kind of just whatever. I think I would pass. Yeah, I should. I really should. But I think I want to go with the relic because relics could be really fun and really powerful, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna reach deeper, even though I think the better option is to leave, but let's see what relic I reach deeper for. Oddly Smooth Stone. On 4s, I gain 2 shield. And I gain a curse, which is Shame, unplayable. End of your turn. If this card is in your hand, lose 1 block. That's kind of... They balance out a little bit. This gains me shield, and this loses me shield. That's kind of fun. Well, I think it might be worth it. I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. On to the next encounter, which I am fighting a looter who is summoning an acid slime. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, this guy's a little bit tougher. 7 health. The looter is also annoying. They have like a cycle action, and their last action is I lose 2 gold, and then they just dip. So I want to try to kill them before they take my gold. They're going to give me a potion, so I think I'm going to probably use both potions this round. Because I might actually use 3 potions this round, because I want to use the energy potion so I can get full use of my entropic brew, which gives me 2 potions. And then I'm going to probably want to use one of those because I'm going to get a potion as a reward. And I just don't want to waste any, because if I gain one and then I have one, I kind of just, I'm going to waste one. I might as well use it rather than lose it, right? That's at least my thinking. We'll see if that actually pans out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 block, 3 energy, rolling the dice. It's a 5. Okay, that gives me 1 block. That means the slime is going to weaken me. Weaken means I just deal 1 less damage. They're going to deal 2 damage, which I'm already blocking for 1. Let's see what my hand is. Ooh, okay. Mayhem, Swivel, Eruption, Strike. Yeah, lots of high energy cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2. Could play one of those for free. 3, 4. Okay, this is good. I can play my entire hand if I play my energy potion, which I will. Energy potion activate brings me up to 5 energy. And then I'll spend my entropic brew, which gives me 2 potions. Which I have swift potion, draw 3 cards, and weak potion, apply to weaken. Okay. Now I will first enter Wrath form by playing Eruption. Deals 2 damage, costs 1 energy. I enter Wrath form. What else? Play Strike. 1 energy, deals 2 damage, brings them down to 3 health. And then Talk to the Hand just kills them. Right? Because, yeah, that does 3 damage. So they're dead. I also gain an extra shield. I guess I probably should have played Swivel, but it doesn't matter at this point. I play Mayhem for 1 energy. I guess, can I use Mayhem on the same turn I play it? It says once per turn. Draw 1 card, play it immediately. I think I can, so I'll use it. Extra shield. I'm in Wrath form, so I lose damage. And then the slime hits me and weakens me. Thanks for clarifying. I didn't really play the video game. Have to bounce. It's midnight where I am. Oh, geez. Thank you again, Thomas. Keep on, keep it on. And thank you for stopping by and for becoming a tier 2 member. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your night. Well, hopefully I don't die too soon here, but we'll see how this run goes. It's off to, I think, a good start. I don't want to jinx myself, but we'll see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to 0 block. 3 energy. I did a lot of damage that turn. I rolled a 2, so they're gonna be hitting me for 2. I got my shame card, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna use Mayhem, draw 1 card, play it immediately. It's Scry. Let's go. So I get to hit them for 2, bringing them down to 3 health, and then they're dead. Well, that only hits them for 1 because I'm weakened. Normally it'd hit them for 2, but I'm weakened, so it does 1 less. But they still have 4 health. Each of my strikes do 2 damage because I'm in Wrath form. So the slime dies. Okay, that one wasn't too bad, but I still had a potion left over, so now I'm going to gain a potion, so I'm going to have to like discard 1. This is Liquid Memories. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm going to get rid of the weak brew and keep that because I can only have 2 potions. And then I gain a card reward. So we got Mental Fortress, Empty Fist, Sash Whip. Mental Fortress, whenever you switch stances, 1 shield, Empty Fist, 2 damage, and enter neutral. Sash Whip, 2 damage. If you're in Calm, apply Weaken. I'm thinking Empty Fist. Mental Fortress could be solid, but I think extra damage would be nice. I don't know, let me think on this for a second. You have Empty Body. That's good. Fear No Evil. That didn't even come up. My deck's starting to get a little thick. I have a lot of stance switching cards, right? So far I've added that at least 1 extra compared to my 2 that I start with. I have 2, I guess. This is a very important moment. Don't say that. You're stressing me out. I think Sash Whip is out. I'm thinking Empty Fist or Mental Fortress. Yeah, my instinct says grabbing Empty Fist because I want the extra attack. But Mental Fortress, some extra shielding, because I guess, I mean, I have, well, what's it called? It's a swivel attack, which does extra shield, and Talk to the Hand gives me extra shield, so I think I'm okay on blocking, really. So, but Sash Whip also seems decent. But I'm probably not going to be in Calm too much. I think Empty Fist. I'm going to go with Empty Fist. That's what my gut says. I think maybe I couldn't go wrong there. Maybe Dalla is going to yell at me and say that was a horrible mistake and I'm an idiot, but that's what I'm going with. Apparently you lack attacks, but Mental Fortress is a card that you may never see again. In my opinion, you can't beat Heart without it. It's a very close decision. That is true. I am going for Heart kills, so that's... Okay. You know what? I'll undo it. We haven't moved on yet. Those were the two I was between. I don't think I was going to take Sash Whip, but especially the one thing I was thinking also is if I do want to fight this elite, if it's like Gremlin Knob, that's going to be annoying to get like extra shield. So that could be good for that as well, I think. We shall see. But I think I am feeling adventurous enough to go for an elite here. But I guess I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to, because what if it's like Sentries? I have no area of effect attacks. But I do a lot of damage, and I have 2 potions, so it's pretty good. Then the attack would help so much more. Really, but if it's Knob, like... It doesn't like... Gremlin Knob attacks when I play skills, right? So, like, I would want some extra ways to get defense. That was my thinking. But I guess extra attacks would be good to help just kill it quick. I almost don't want to go for an elite now. I'm kind of scared. I might just go for the event. Wimp out here. Try to get an area of effect card to beat this slime with. Yeah, if you draw first turn. I'm too scared. I'm gonna go the slightly safer route and go for an event. I'm not going for an elite. I already have 2 relics, so I think I was only gonna have 1, but let's see what my event is. Okay, Ominous Forge. Inside a small hut, you find a forge. The tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars in the furnace. So I can rummage, gain a relic, roll the dice, 50% chance to gain a curse, or I can upgrade a card, lose 2 HP. I mean, I think I might go for the gamble, but upgrading a card might not be bad. What does upgraded Mental Fortress? Is that probably 0 energy, or... It's 2 shield per stance switch? That seems like a good upgrade, but is it worth 2 HP? I mean, I could lose 2 HP, go to the campfire, and then heal back up to almost max. Yeah, that might be worth it. But this is just, yeah. Especially against, like, slime. Yeah, some of these longer... I don't know if I have much else I'd really want to upgrade at the moment. Collect, I do. Fear No Evil, I might... Just Lucky wouldn't be bad. What does Swivel upgrade to? Is that just more shield, I assume? Yeah, 3 shield instead of 2. It's not the best, but I mean, it's the same with Mental Fortress, but that stacks, so... yeah, I'm gonna upgrade that and lose 2 health. I'm not going for the relic, even though maybe I should, but... it's okay. We'll see how this goes. So then I'm gonna hit up the campfire, heal back up to 7... And it is boss time. I will say this is the first time I have fought the harder bosses. So this is my first playthrough on Ascension 10. So we'll see how it goes, but it's getting tough, so we'll see. So they start with 23 health. Gotta use this extra little tracker thing for their health. So 23. And yeah, I mean, I do have 2 decent relics, but I haven't used the calipers at all. Oddly Smoothstone hasn't even activated once yet, but I do have 2 potions. So I gotta keep that in mind. But I think with the slime boss, as long as I can get set up pretty early on, especially I guess with Mental Fortress, that'll be good. Oh wait, this card is different. On death, at the start of the next round, summon a large slime, acid slime, spike slime. Okay. Then all large slimes gain a strength. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 energy, 0 block. Start a neutral with 1 miracle. Rolling the dice. It's a 3, which is useless for me. Luckily, they're not doing any damage first turn. And look at that. First turn, Mental Fortress and Collect kind of busted. So I will spend an energy to do that. Spend an energy to collect, which gains me 2 extra miracles. Will be very nice if I need them, and for Talk to the Hand. And then I'll spend an energy just to do 1 damage, which is not crazy start, but it's not bad drawing Mental Fortress on the first turn. So they're going to be sliming me for 4. So they add these slime cards to my discard pile, which just kind of clog up my hand. When I draw them, I can spend energy to get rid of them, but it's just takes that extra energy that I could use something else with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New turn, 3 energy. Rolling the dice. Give me a 4, please. It's another 3. I bumped it. It was a 3. So they're dealing 3 damage and sliming me for 2. Here's my hand. I got Shame, so if this card is in your hand, I lose 1, which it will be. I have 1 block. Oh, this is not good. I might have to use my Swift Potion to not be in a bad spot. It's a bit early to use a potion, but I think this is the move. So I draw Ascendant's Bane, Empty Body, and Talk to the Hand. Neither of these, this is better. So I'm going to start with Talk to the Hand, Talk to and deal 2 damage. And then I gain 3 shield. They're dealing 3 damage, so that's good, but I'm going to be losing 1 shield at the end of my turn. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to switch stances, so Mental Fortress just doesn't do anything. I have to gain a little bit more shield, so I'm going to spend that. Or no, I don't. Right? They're hitting me for 3, but I'm losing 1. I could take a damage. That's okay. I'm going to just instead play Fear No Evil. That deals 2 damage. Brings him down to 18, and then I'll play Strike for another damage. Ascendant Bane gets exhausted. Unplayable. So I think that this just stays in my hand, right? Or is it... I forget. Do unplayable cards stay in your hand, or do they get like discarded at the end of my turn? I forget. I know they can't be played, but can they be... I think they still get discarded. It's just Ascendant's Bane is unplayable, but it's ethereal, so instead it gets exhausted. I think that's right. If not, I'll add it back to my hand. But then I do lose... Yeah, I do lose a shield because of that card. Then they deal 3, so I do take 1 damage. And they also are going to slime me again. Next attack is dealing 6 damage. That's no good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it does stay in my hand. Okay, I was kind of thinking that, but I wasn't sure. 3 energy, still in neutral. Can I please get a decent dice roll here? A 6. Okay, I can trigger my Oddly Smooth Stone to give me 2 shield. It stays, oh, not in hand. Oh. But it doesn't get exhausted, right? Is that weird? Ooh, okay, we got some cards here. We can start cooking a little bit. I will have definitely enough shields to... Oh, okay. It is, okay. I wasn't sure, so that does check out then. But some of them, there's some that just stay in your hand, right? But I guess they just say, well, like retain or something like that. Okay. Good hand. So 3 energy to work with, but we're going to have more in a second. So first I'm going to play Vigilant. Enter Calm. Cost me 2 energy. I gain 2 block. And then since I switched stances, Mental Fortress gains me another 2 block. I can then play Eruption. Enter Wrath. Brings me down to 0 energy, but then since I left Calm, I'm back to 2. And then since I switched stances, that's 2 more shield. And then I can play Mayhem and defend. And then I believe I can use Mayhem this turn, which is draw 1 card, play it immediately for 0 energy, and it's lucky, so I get to do 2 damage to him. That's it for my turn. I take a damage for being in Wrath form. They deal 6 damage. I block for 7. Not bad. And then we're back to the top of the round, which hopefully I can kill him this turn, but dealing 15 damage in a turn is probably not going to be good. Deal 2 damage with Wrath. Did I calculate? What do you mean? Did I calculate? With the Lucky? I think I did 2 damage, right? Did I not bump it down 2 damage? Did I mess something up? There's a chance I might have messed something up. I thought I did 2 damage. I'm definitely in Wrath form, so I need all the damage I can get at this point because I got to deal 15 ideally next turn, but that's probably not going to happen. But I drew Lucky with my Mayhem, so that's why I was dealing damage. Okay, these seem shuffled enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling the dice to 2. Not what I wanted to see. Okay. Got Lucky again. Shame I drew one of the things. So right now I'm not going to be taking any damage this turn. See, I can deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad, but it's definitely not the 15 I need. I also don't have any way to get shields. I can scry with Just Lucky. That's kind of fun. So let me start with this. Just Lucky deals 2 damage. I get to scry for 1. It's a slime card, so I'm going to discard it, and then I'm going to use Mayhem. Drew Eruption, so I get to deal 3 damage, and that just gets played for free. Then I can play... Yeah, well, this ain't gonna be great. Play this for 2 damage. Brings him down to 8 health. I can play Fear No Evil. Does 3 damage, brings him down to 5. If I'm in Wrath, enter Calm, and then I gain 2 from Mental Fortress. And I have 1 energy left, which I can use to exhaust my slime. This is in my hand, so I lose a shield. I'm not taking any damage. I'm just getting slimed again, which is not good. That's 4 more slime going in my discard pile. But okay. I think they're dead next turn, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hope so. They have 5 health. I mean, come on. I can trigger any relic, so I will use my Oddly Smooth Stone to gain 2 shield. Let's see what I got. Okay, lots of cards that just give me shield, not a single attack. Love that. Okay, I'm going to start with using my Mayhem. Once per turn, draw a card. It's a strike. Okay, there's 1 damage. I missed 2 damage with okay. You know what? I'll take your word for that I missed that. So he's only down to 2 health now, but it's still not enough for me, which sucks because he's just gonna slime me some more. So I guess I'm gonna exhaust both of these. Well, I already played strike, right? So that costed an energy. Exhausting both of those costed 2 energy. And then, I mean, I guess I could play this using a miracle. So I'm up to 4 shield. I enter neutral. That's 2 more shield from Mental Fortress. Also, since I left Calm, I gained 2 energy. I can play Vigilance for 2 energy, which gains me 2 shield. Enters Calm because of Mental Fortress, 2 more shield. Okay, yeah, you were right on with Mental Fortress. It's maybe a sleeper of a card that I didn't really think it was gonna be that great. I don't think I've used Mayhem yet, so I'll go ahead and activate that. That's another shield. I don't really need it. It's gonna hit me for 3. That's chill, but now I'm getting slimed for 2. Oh. Retain any block. That's a good idea. I wish I could kill them this turn. I could using my liquid memories. Do you think it would be worth it? I guess I have like a ton of block. I could use liquid memories to grab something. I guess I don't have enough. Well, they only have 2 damage. I could. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't want to get slimed again, so I'm gonna use my other potion. This might be a huge mistake, but I like what you're saying, and I have a lot of shield this round. So instead of, I think I already took the 3 damage, but I was at 10, but instead, okay, you think, okay, because then I could play this eruption to deal 2 damage to them, which would kill them. I would enter Wrath, gaining 2 more. So I think I was actually at 11, and I should be at 13 now. And then I'm in Wrath form, so I take that 1 damage, and then I'll activate Calipers to retain that. Okay, I like where this is going. They're dead, but then start of the next round, a large slime, acid slime, spike slime gets spawned, and then the large slime has strength. And pray not to throw 3 to 4. I think next 3 to 4. Man, you must play this a lot if you have like some of these numbers like down. I wish I had, what is it, like the Gambler's Chip relic that lets you reroll. That would be kind of nice. I was kind of poo-pooing them, but I guess some of the relics that like modify the dice rolls would be kind of nice right now. So we got large slime, acid slime, spike slime, and before I forget, large slime is strengthened. So we got 12 health, 5 health, 5 health, and I still have no AoE damage. But I have Mental Fortress, Mayhem, and I am going into next round with 12 block. So that's not bad. Okay, so new round, new me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Rolling a 2. So I'm going to be taking 2 damage, weakened 3 times, and vulnerable. 12 is enough. I would hope so. Yeah, this hand isn't that great. So okay, I'm going to play Talk to the hand. That does 3 damage. Oh, who do I even attack? This last guy I don't like. So that does 3 damage, brings him down to 2 health. And then definitely play a strike to finish off the spike slime. I really don't want to get vulnerable. That scares me. I'm going to play Mayhem, draw a card, immediately play it. It's a defend, up to 13. I'll pay to exhaust one of my slimes, and then I think I'm good there. Okay, so we're 1's down, but this guy's going to hit me for 2 damage, which I also take a damage coming in Wrath form, and then 2 more. I still have 10, so I'm totally fine. But I'm going to get weakened 3 times. I'm just going to put those like right in the center so I don't forget. And now my block is gone. All my block I've been building up. Where's a barricade when you need it? Ridiculous. Okay. I'm kind of scared because I mean, Mental Fortress and Mayhem being out is really nice, but now I'm triple weakened. I'm in Wrath form. Back to 0 block. I have lots of slimes in my deck. I have no potions. This is still winnable. I have 6 health, but I think I need to take down, I think the acid slime next, and then the large slime, but 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's roll the dice. It's a 3. I don't know if that's good. I don't think that's good. That means they're hitting me for 5. They're hitting me for 2, and I'm getting dazed. The way to start with that boss is the round after killing the boss. You face 9 damage with a 3 to 4. You do, yeah, because 5, 2, and 2. That's tough. I guess I am lucky that I didn't roll that. Or what about 3, 2, and 2? Oh, that would be also like what? No, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so 9 damage. Jeez. But if it was at least a, yeah, 3 would have been really bad. A 4, I would have been able to block like 3 of it at least. But now I rolled a 3, so that means 5, 7 damage is coming at me if I don't do much. But I got a nice looking hand here. Oh boy. And I have Mayhem. let's start out with Mayhem, but I also have to remember I'm weakened, so I can't go too crazy. So what does Mayhem get me? Just lucky. Okay. And on a 3, I get to scry for 1. So first off, that deals 2 damage. I'm gonna try to take down the acid slime first. 2 damage, I get to scry 1. It's a slime, I'm discarding it. And that was free to do because that was Mayhem. So then I will play empty, but then, shoot, because of weakened, I only do 1. Gosh dang it. No, I remember. Thank you. I even though I just said it, I forgot it. The music stopped. Okay, I'm still weakened twice. 3 energy, spend 1 energy to go get 2 shield, enter neutral because of Mental Fortress, 2 more shield. So that's a good start to block most of the large slime's damage. With 2 energy left, I can play Swivel to gain 2 shield. Next attack I play is free. So then I could play Eruption to deal 2 damage, but it only does 1 because of weakened. And then I enter Wrath, which gives me 2 more shield. But then I'm out of energy. So I can't play another strike unless I use one of my miracles, which maybe I will. Just to get rid of my weakened. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to use that to play a strike against this guy. It does 1 damage, and my last weakened is gone. That just gets discarded, and I'm thinking I'm in an okay position. I lose the damage because of Wrath Form. I take 5, 6, 7 damage, which I block all of, but I do get dazed. 3 energy. Let's get back at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Roll the dice. It's a 3 again. Oh, you'll love to see it. At least I'm not weakened, but I drew almost no damage cards. So that's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to use Mayhem while I'm still in Wrath form. It's a slime. I get to play it, so I guess I get to exhaust it, so that's good. I will play Fear No Evil, 1 energy, deal 2 damage, so I'm taking out the acid slime. I'm just done with it. I'm in Wrath form, so I enter Calm because of Mental Fortress, gain 2 shield, and then I guess I just spend 2 energy to gain 2 more shield. This gets exhausted, this gets discarded, that's all I can do. A large slime hits me for 5, I block for 4 and take 1 damage, so not too bad. Could be a lot worse, and we're down to 1 big guy, which I think is the easiest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. And I'm in Calm, so that's maybe good. Oh boy, look at this hand. 2 slimes, a shame, and 2 strikes. Yeah, that's not gonna do me much good. And another 3. I swear I'm rolling the dice. I'm rolling it, but this one is gonna hurt because I have no shields. Unless Mayhem gives me something crazy, I'm going to be sitting in a bad spot here. So Mayhem, what do you got for me? It's a slime card. Oh no. I'm actually dead here, I think. Because I can't switch stances. All I have are 2 strikes, which should deal 2 damage. Yeah. 2 strikes dealing 2 damage, brings him down to 10 health. I'll spend a miracle to bring me back up to 2 energy to get rid of these 2 slimes, but then shame, I don't have any blocks. I don't lose any block, but then they hit me for 5 damage and I have 5 health and that kills me. Dang. Well, it was a nice try. But that, yeah, it wasn't the best run in the world. But at least I made it to the end of the first act. That's something, but that was tough. Yeah, I was gonna say I was doing pretty good. I thought I was doing okay, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I definitely appreciate all the tips you're giving me. I mean, I think I wouldn't have made it nearly as far in that last fight if I didn't have Mental Fortress, so... Well, I'll run it back. I'll need a second to reset this all, but I got time to at least try for 1 more run. Hopefully I can make it a little bit farther. Let's see here. This does take a hot second to reset, so you'll have to just bear with me as I reshuffle a lot of these piles. I gotta deconstruct my deck, but it doesn't take too long, especially because I got everything out on the table. Guess I don't need to shuffle the elites. I didn't use them. And the summons, I didn't use them as well. Put the money back. That was a nice run. I didn't feel too confident in it, but the Mayhem card, I mean, it was what I got at the beginning. It wasn't that great. I wish I would have had something. I feel like my starting blessing really just wasn't that great, and my starting rewards weren't the best. Not blaming that specifically, but I don't think that helped too much. I just didn't really have any good synergies going on. I mean, I didn't feel comfortable taking on an elite, which I usually try to hit up at least one elite in Act 1, so it's a bit rough. That was a bit rough. Okay, those are all shuffled. Now I gotta take all the stupid slimes out of my deck now. Let's see how many I have. Jeez, look at all of these. Okay, this is a neutral card, or a reward card. Got a colorless mental fortress. More slimes. That's my starting deck. My curse. Yeah, that curse didn't do me many favors either. I don't know if it was worth it. I mean, the relic I got, I don't think actually triggered once. As far as, maybe I did trigger it once, I think, with a 6. But I never rolled a 4 to even have it activate once, so yeah, maybe I made some not great plays, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So put all those back, the days back, my curse back. Miracle, reset to neutral, start out with 7 HP. Transformed a card, so I gotta put that back. Good time for me to brush my teeth and prepare to go to bed. Usually I fell asleep by watching Slay the Spire streamers playing the video game. See, even after playing the board game, like, I mean, I liked the video game, but I never played it that much. I think it's just because I was pretty bad at it, but I don't know. I thought it was fun, but something about the board game just hits different. I don't know. I just like it so much more. Maybe because I'm more of a board gamer now, but I don't know. It's just even like, yeah. I mean, after getting the board game, I've gone back to the video game, and I'm like, it's fine, but something about this board game I just think is so well made and so fun. So I don't know. If I have the choice to play this, I'll definitely choose this version over the video game. But obviously the video game is a lot more convenient. It's on mobile and whatnot, so that helps. I'll roll the dice to see what side of the board I'm using. Same side of the board. Okay. Shuffle around my tokens a little bit. Repopulate the little nodes. Yeah, I'm curious to see what Slay the Spire 2 has in store. It looks like definitely new characters. One's like a necromancer character. Got like different boss types. It looks, from the trailer I saw at the Game Awards, it looked really cool. So I'm excited for that. Rolled a 3, so we're gonna be fighting Hexaghost. That's fun. Got that in place. We're almost there. I think I shuffled that. I don't think I used my rare rewards, but I'll give that a quick shuffle. I think I shuffled everything else. I just need my first encounter and my starting blessing, and we're ready to roll for run number 2. I'll go with that blessing. That's probably a good one. All right, let me get a quick sip of water. Well, they're trucking, Matt. I agree that coming back to the video game is kind of mid. Yeah. Which, like I said, I was never crazy about it to begin with, but I think, yeah, I don't know. This board game adaptation just really blew me away. That I'm like, yeah, it's just, I just like it so much better. I think also the reason it's like a bit more simplified. Like the video game, there was a bit more going on with like some of the like artifacts and some of the other like abilities, just make it a little bit more confusing. At least I thought. But I mean, it's not like the board game isn't confusing, but it's definitely challenging, especially like at this ascension level. I think the challenge is there. Board game is the best way to experience it, not least which because of the multiplayer aspect. That's right. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't talk about, but I had actually a friend come over yesterday, and we were playing through this, and I forgot. It's just so fun playing it co-op. That's a great part about it. Is like I love co-op games. They were some of my favorites. So yeah, the fact that this game is co-op, yeah, just it's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. Hello there, Minor Trader. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. We're just about to start up run number 2 because I made it to the end of Act 1 and then Slime Boss killed me. So I am playing on Ascension 10, which is I'm getting towards the end of these Ascensions, which is cool. What's interesting though is to unlock the next Ascension level, all you need to do is beat the Act 3 boss. You don't have to do anything with Act 4. And what's weird is after this Ascension, the next 3 Ascensions just make Act 4 harder. I guess the last one is a second Act 3 boss, but it's kind of weird. So I feel like that doesn't really change much, but I don't know. I'm going for Act 4 wins anyways. I'm going to try for the keys, even though I don't have to. I think it's just more of a fun challenge anyway. Just to put more of a challenge on myself. Doing good, thanks. Looking forward to getting a Pathfinder Adventure card game core set this week. I didn't know that was a thing. A Pathfinder Adventure card game. So is that like just a card game inspired by the RPG, or is it like something to be used with RPG or like separate? I hadn't heard about that. Act 4 is a high score checker, both in the video game and the board game. That's true. Yeah, I guess that's true. Which is why I guess I'm going for it. I just wanna just see if I can do it. It's just fun challenge. Okay, run number 2. We're gonna be fighting Hexaghost. Let's see what my starting blessing is. So I already got my 5 starting gold. And slowly start with 2, and I get 3 for my blessing. Let's see what my starting card reward is. That's too many cards. All right, first card. Foreign Influence, meh. Sash Whip, or Halt. Halt is, I think, what I'm going to go with, because I kind of like Halt. You just gain, it's free, you gain a shield, and if you're in Wrath, you gain an extra shield. Foreign Influence is cool if I was playing with other players, because you could deal 3 damage or play a copy of the last attack played by another player this turn. Pretty cool. Sash Whip, 2 damage. If I'm in Calm, deal a weakness. Doesn't really excite me that much. It's kind of okay. So I'm going to go with Halt. May not be the best choice, but I don't really like the other 2 that much. And then my other blessing, I can either gain 5 gold, a random rare card, or choose a rare card and lose 3 gold. I'm going to choose a rare card and lose 3 gold. That seems worth it, because I want to grab a rare, but if I can choose which rare I get, that might be a lot better. So if I would have just chosen the top card, I would have gotten Scrawl, which I don't really like Scrawl. But I also have my option of Brilliance or Omniscience. Omniscience? Whatever. Yeah, I don't really like Scrawl. I don't think it's that good. In certain builds, it maybe can be. Omniscience. Search your draw pile for an attack or skill. Play this card for twice for 0 energy and exhaust it. Shuffle your draw pile and exhaust this card. 3 energy though, but Brilliance, deal 2 damage for each miracle you have. I could go for another miracle build, and that's a good card that could really help get that running. So I will go with Brilliance. We'll see how this works out, if I can actually get a miracle build going this time. Played a long time ago. I remember always looking forward to playing it. For me, it's felt similar to the RPG, but in a card game form. Interesting. If I recall, you have dice roll locations for which each have a deck of cards. Interesting. I have not heard of that. I've actually been recently playing Pathfinder 2E a bit. I hadn't heard about that. Scroll is one of the best cards for the It is? It seems bad, at least in the video game. Okay, there's some cards that are different, but it seems like I haven't played the video game too much, but it seems like they're pretty comparable. Like if a card is good in the game, it's pretty good in the board game. 100% chosen Scroll here? What? It's just draw 5 cards. I mean, what is it? It costs 1 energy, right? Costs 1 energy, it exhausts. Nah, I'm sticking with brilliance. Not saying you're wrong, but at least I want to try to make a miracle build work again. Even the last time it didn't. But like a card like that would have really helped to make a miracle build work. My starting opponent is a slime. Small slime and an acid slime. Which is kind of nice, means I'll get a potion from the first encounter. But yeah, I got my Ascendant's Bane. Let me make sure I got everything downgraded and correct. Yeah, I have Halt and Brilliance are my 2 cards. Okay, let's see if we can at least make it past Act 1 this time. Maybe. Surely. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 3 energy. 0 block. Rolling the dice. It's a 1. Meaning I'm going to take 3 damage if I don't do anything. Okay, I start with Brilliance. So I'll go ahead and use that for dealing 2 damage to this guy. 1 energy to finish off the small slime. Still got 2, so I can defend for 1. And then I'm gonna spend my miracle just to defend for another 1, because I don't want to take damage on this first encounter. That's lame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to 3 energy. 5. That means I get a block from my starting relic. So Halt gives me an extra shield. Also on a 5, that means I'm going to be taking 2 damage, and I'm already blocking for 2, so I'm good there. I can block for another, because why not? And then strike for 2, bringing him down to 3 health. Ascendant Bane gets discarded. I block for 2. I also get dazed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna reshuffle already. Of course, I am not. You're not wrong either. That's the beauty of the game. You can choose how you play with your strengths. That's true. That's yeah. One thing I really like about this game is like the different builds that you can do. Oh, like I still think like even though the Watcher's my favorite character, I think one of my favorite builds is like the Claw build for Defect. It's just so fun to play. Or like a 0 cost build for like Defect. Super fun. Okay, I think they're dead. Because I could play Vigilance. Let me roll the dice, but they're dead. 5. 1 shield. No. Yeah, 5 from the shield. I play Vigilance, costs 2 energy. Oh, I can't. Wait. Back it all up. I'm gonna screw some up. I forgot I don't have this upgraded. So I play Eruption. 2 energy. Deals 2 damage, brings them down to 1. Enter Wrath form. And then I play Strike, and then they're dead. Okay, that was the move. We're good. Didn't take any damage. We're chilling. Got dazed, but I'll take it. First encounter done. Gain a potion. I gain Snecko Oil. Draw 5 cards. Gain 2 dazed, and a card reward. My options are Flying Sleeves, deal 2 damage, 1 damage attacks, and retain. Crescendo, retain, enter Wrath and exhaust, or halt again. Interesting options. I also been playing Pathfinder. I like making encounters in it, but the 80 XP single creature fights give me trouble. Interesting. That's one thing I did that I do like about Pathfinder, especially compared to like I've played a lot of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, is I really like how Pathfinder's encounter builder works. How it's like you figure out your party's level, and then you figure out your threat level, and then you have an amount of XP, and then you like it's a pretty smart way to do encounter building. You have Pathfinder 2 as a GM. The fact the math just works. Yeah, I'm in YouTube talking to a Twitch watcher. It's one slight downside of multi-streaming is, yeah, I get to stream more places and reach more places, but then my chat's kind of split. But yeah, no, Pathfinder I haven't been too crazy about, because I don't know. I've just been finding as I play more RPGs, I'm not as much of a fan of just a straight like D20 system. I think Pathfinder I do like a bit more than 5th edition, but yeah, there's some things I really like about it. I like the action point system, and yeah, the encounter building is really quite neat. Hello there, Mint TV. Yay, Slay the Spire. Love watching these. Glad you can make it. We're just started my second run. We'll see how this goes. I just finished my first encounter, so we're still early in this run. I think, what do I even want? I already have halts, so I don't want another one. Do I want flying sleeves? That could be good for, it has retain. It's not a card I normally get. Crescendo, having another way to enter Wrath seems good. I can also retain that. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna grab Crescendo. Might be a huge mistake, but I'm doing it. Acid slime, small slime, and we get to reveal the map. Give me a second while I do this. And map is done. Okay, let me look this over. This is quite the map. Looks like I'm either gonna have to, if I want this early campfire, I'm gonna have to also take a pretty early shop, or I could avoid it all and then hit an early campfire there, and then maybe another lead up there. I could hit like 2 campfires if I go that way, then hit a shop early, which is not great because I already spent 3 of my starting money. Or I can kind of go around, but I'd still hit up the shop. I can go around this way, then hit a campfire there, and then at the end. I like the late elite there, so I kind of want to hit that and the campfire there. So like, how do I get to this question mark? I don't want to go to that elite or that elite. So that basically leaves like 2-ish paths to either go this way or this long way. I got options. It's good. Maybe too many options. You're actually getting ready to GM a Pathfinder 2e game on the side. Level 14 party. Oh boy, this level 14. I feel like there's probably a lot, especially if you're spellcaster. I don't know. It feels pretty high level. Right now, I'm playing at a pretty low level since I'm new to playing Pathfinder. So, I think I just hit like level 3. I feel like level 14. That's probably pretty crazy. I know they balance this, but has at any point the game reached a way overpowered moment? There are some combos that feel pretty busted, especially like once you get to the end game. Like if you can get the right cards and really get a good deck going, like there are points that it feels almost busted. But I think they definitely count for that, and it's pretty rare. So I feel like it's balanced pretty good. But I've had some games where I just feel like there's no way I could lose, and those games normally I don't. But a lot of the games I do, even though I feel like I'm gonna win anyway. You should prioritize attacks early in game. It's a good tip for both video game and card game. But I'm curious how this is going to develop. Oh boy. Well, I wanted Crescendo because I like more ways of entering Wrath. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna hit up the early shop so I can get the campfire. Maybe a huge mistake because I'm not gonna have a lot of money for the shop, but I'll have at least this event and 2 encounters between to get some money from. And I get Wheel of Change. Let's roll the dice and see what I get. It's a 4, so I gain a relic. Let's go. All right, early relic. I gain Sharon's Ashes. On a 1 or a 2, I may exhaust a card in your hand to deal 2 damage. That's not bad, especially if I'm like... that's going to be probably pretty good for the Hexaghost, because they're going to be adding burn effects into my hand, so like I could use that if I roll 1 or 2 to like exhaust a burn to not only take damage and exhaust it, but then I deal 2 damage. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, next encounter is a Mad Gremlin. Great, because I have AoE. No, I don't. And I didn't take an extra attack like maybe I should have, but instead I took Crescendo, so we'll see how that works out. But I did grab the extra attack early on with Brilliance, so I just need more ways to get miracles. That's, I feel like, what's going to be kind of holding me back, maybe. I should incorporate that tip in my game. I have a problem with losing with the Watcher because most of her cards are buffs than attacks. Angry Cooper detected. I got a Mad Gremlin and 2 Gremlin Wizards. So at least this first round's not going to be bad, but this next round, So the wizards are charged up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have taken the flying sleeves, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, a 4 means I gain a shield. And yeah, let's see how this goes. So my starting hand, I'm not gonna be able to do too much, actually. I can block for 1. Actually, I don't need to, but it doesn't matter. Whatever, I'll still do it. So down to 2. I'll strike one of these guys, I guess. And then Brilliance deals 2 more, brings him down to 1 health. That's all I can really do. This guy's gonna attack me for 1. These guys are both charging up, so that's pretty chill. 3 energy, 0 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Roll this. Let's hope I get a 1 or a 2 or a 6. I have a 50-50 chance. There we go. That's a 2. So I can exhaust a card in my hand to deal 2 damage. Okay, I can exhaust a strike. What's nice is I can deal 2 damage to the Mad Gremlin and it doesn't trigger their angry ability, which is kind of nice. So, okay. Well, maybe I should actually attack the other guy because these guys are gonna hurt when they start doing damage. And that kind of scares me a little. So I'm going to, I can do a fun combo. Yes, because I have miracles. So I can vigilance, enter calm, 2 shield, down to 1 energy, spend my miracle to be up to 2 energy, play eruption, deal 2 damage, take out this guy. Enter wrath, brings me down to 0 energy, then back to 2 since I left calm. Yeah, I got 2 energy now. I can play halt to get 2 more shield, and then play strike to take out this other gremlin wizard. So then wrath form, I take a damage, and then they hit me for 1, which I block. All right, onwards and upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 3 energy. Rolling the dice. It's a 5, so that gains me a shield. They only have 4 health. Can I kill them? No, I can't. Okay. And I'm going to be taking damage. Uh-oh, that's fine. Brilliance doesn't do anything because I don't have any miracles. Man, that was a waste of a card. Maybe I should have taken Scrawl. No, I feel like Scrawl doesn't, you know what? I'm sticking with what I said. This was the way. I guess I can retain this. I can use this to at least deal 2 damage, but then that's going to make him deal more damage. So if I can't kill him this turn, I should probably just wait, right? So I'm just not going to do anything except defend. Because then I take a damage from being in wrath form, and then they hurt me for 1. This gets exhausted. I can retain crescendo and then discard those 2. I think that's an okay play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If only I had more attacks. Oops. Okay, there we go. I rolled a 1, so I can deal 2 damage. Brings him down to 2 health, and then I have a strike, which I'm in wrath form, deals 2 damage, and that'll kill them. Okay. Whew. We're good there. Didn't take any damage. That was a little close. Back in neutral, gain my miracle. Okay. It's 2 money. Nice. And then a card reward. Any tips for the Watcher, by the way? To be honest, hardest character to play with personally. My tips, I don't know. I think there's definitely different play styles with each character, kind of different archetypes that you can build around. I mean, the one that I've had the best luck with the Watcher is definitely the Miracle builds, which is what I'm trying to build towards now, which is getting cards like Brilliance and Collect and Deus Ex Machina, and there's a couple other ones that are like really good. Talk to the Hand works good, but it's just, I don't know. I guess Mental Fortress is a good card. I didn't realize that. And I guess just knowing which cards are pretty good. Cut Through Fate is always good. Having Scry is just nice, especially if you have like Weave. That's a good card to have with scrying. So I don't know. I think it's just finding the different play styles, but I found that normally, unless you're playing multiplayer, doing anything with like building towards being in calm isn't the best because you just want to be doing a lot of damage. But there's some cards that like do more damage when you're in wrath that are powers you have to play, and I'm not a huge fan of those because those like are expensive and they're powers, so they kind of take time to actually like activate. But yeah, I don't really have, that's my main advice is if you can build around miracles, because that seems like the strongest build in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much more to say, but ooh, it's a golden ticket. Okay, what rare card do we get? Ragnarok. Okay, so we got Empty Fist, Tranquility, or Ragnarok. Ragnarok 3 energy deals 5 separate attacks. Each can have a different target. And keep in mind, when I'm in Wrath form, each like attack symbol is +1. So this could actually do 10 damage if I was in Wrath. And they can be different targets. That seems pretty good. But 3 energy, though. That's brutal. Empty Fist seems decent. I don't think Tranquility is what I want. I don't know. I'm curious, does Prismatic exist in the board game? Does it still have access to do all the card things? Prismatic, yeah. Prismatic, I think there's even like a separate little card thing for them, which I don't use them much, but I forget how they work. I think there's like an event that does Prismatic stuff. I forget. I think I'm gonna go with Ragnarok here. I mean, Empty Fist seems good. I don't have Mental Fortress. It's 3 energy though. What does it upgrade to? I think it just upgrades to deal an extra like attack. I think I'm gonna go with it. Maybe just because it's the rare card. It's golden. It's drawing me in, but I'm gonna go with it. Okay, Gremlins have been defeated. Got my money also. I'm up to $4. Let's see if we can get some more before heading into the shop. Rest up at the campfire and I can upgrade. So I'm thinking I'm gonna probably upgrade Eruption, but let me see what Brilliance is, because this might stack with Miracles, right? So it does 3 damage, but the issue is I just don't have any ways to get extra Miracles right now. This does 6 separate attacks. I mean, Ragnarok I think is a good second upgrade, but I always feel like Eruption is such a solid first upgrade. Just having it be 1 less energy is too good. So I'm gonna go with that, and on to the next fight. Ooh, I have it getting Prismatic whenever I can. What does Prismatic even do? You know what? Now you got me. There's like stuff for them, but I never. Oh, this is where you can. Right, so different classes you can have like Calm, Neutral, and Wrath, and Orbs. Yeah, that is weird. I think I guess that's like a multiplayer only thing, right? I forget exactly how that even comes up. I guess it's not something I use much either because I don't even know. But I do know there's one or a couple of events that do the thing where you get to add card rewards from another deck into your deck, and that's really fun. That's a lot of fun to do. And like I always, whenever I'm playing the Watcher, if I get that option, I almost always go for Ironclad upgrades, just because if I can get like Strength, that can go really nice with the Watcher. If you get like a nice Strength card like Spot Weakness or Flex. I'm fighting the Small Slime, Acid Slime, Spike Slime. More slimes, great. I mean, Ragnarok could help pretty nice here if I draw it. I don't have any AoE, and that's one thing with the Watcher. It's like each character has definitely strengths and weaknesses, but I feel like the Watcher just has almost no area of effect attacks, and it sucks. And luckily I'm not going to be fighting the slime boss, but they have like one that's like a 0 cost, and then I think they only have like 1 or 2 others. It's really bad. That's why I wanted to grab Ragnarok, because I'm like, I need something that can do a lot of damage to multiple enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 block, 3 energy. Let's see what I'd roll. A 6. So I can choose to exhaust a card if I want, or to gain a thing. These are what I'm starting with. I guess I can exhaust Crescendo to do 2 damage. Who do I want to do 2 damage to? On a 6, they're going to be dealing... I don't like the spike slime, because they can make me vulnerable, and that scares me. So I'll hit them and get going here. So... start out with Eruption to deal 2 damage. I'll deal that to them. I enter Wrath form. I can use Halt to gain 2 block. And then I can play Brilliance. Does 3 damage, takes out Spike Slime. And then Strike, 2 damage to take out this guy. Take a damage because I'm in Wrath form, and then they weaken me. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's an optional. Oh, wait. How does it even work? Okay, now I'm curious about the prismatic shard. Hold on. I'm just curious. I forgot there are a couple optional rules. There's one you can like choose your relic. I've never even tried the daily climb. I should give that a go at some point. Where does it talk about prismatic? It's like a last stand thing. I forgot about that too. Triggered abilities. Oh, okay. Okay, if you gain an ability to enter stances or you orbs from another character. Oh, okay. So if you get a card from another character, that makes you... Okay, that's how you get the prismatic shard. It's Hexa again. I thought it was Guardian. No, I like Hexa. I'd much rather face Hexa than Guardian, personally. But I don't know. That's just me. All right, well, 2 slimes down, 1 to go. I roll a 1, so I can use my thing again to exhaust a card, deal 2 damage. I am weakened, but I did draw Ragnarok. Wait, but I shouldn't use that first, because that would be dumb. I'll play Strike, and that weakens, and then now I can play, and I have to use a Miracle to go back to 3 energy, but then I can play Ragnarok, and that's GG's. All right. Slime's defeated. Still didn't take any damage. Ragnarok came in clutch, kind of at the end. Gain another money. I'm up to 5 now, man. That's crazy. And a cardboard. Daily Climb is super fun in the board game. I should try it. Maybe I should do a stream where I try it, because it looks like fun, but I'm just too busy. I want to try to beat these Ascensions. Ooh, we got Consecrate, Just Lucky, and Nirvana. Nirvana, whenever you scry, gain 1 shield. Don't really want that. Just Lucky is decent, but Consecrate, 0 energy, 1 AoE. It's one of the few area of effect cards that the Watcher has. And even though I like Just Lucky, I think I'm going to take Consecrate. I want that area of effect. I'm racking my brain. I can't even think of another area of effect card. I know there's a few like that upgrade to area of effects. I don't even know if they're damaging. There's one that's, I forget what it's called, but it does vulnerable. It applies vulnerable to enemies, but then when you upgrade it, it becomes like an area of effect vulnerable, which is pretty cool. Okay, shop time. I'm gonna move like the keys out of the way, kind of off the screen to pull this down. I only have 5 money, so this is gonna be a lousy shop, but whatever. We'll see what our options are. I can always remove a card, but that's gonna cost 4. I can buy a potion, I guess. But I only have 5 money, so that's not much to work with. All right, here's my shop. Got Golden Eye, Sundial, Blood Vial, Cunning Potion, Fire Potion, Energy Potion, Empty Fist, Third Eye, Empty Body, Thinking Ahead, Pancake, no. Panache and Apparition. It's tough. I just remember something has foreign influence work. Yeah, I think you got it dead on. Yeah, it costs 2, and then it either does 3 damage, or it copies another attack another player's played. Ragnarok is debatably AoE. I mean, it targets different enemies, so it's kind of AoE, but not like the symbol AoE. I have 5 money. I really like Third Eye. It's one card I really like. I just like being able to scry is very helpful. I could get that. Let's see the colorless cards. Thinking ahead. Draw 2 cards and put the card from your hand on top of the draw pile. That's not bad. Panache. If your hand is empty, deal 3 damage to any row. Apparition. You can't lose more than 1 HP this round. 1 energy. That's pretty good. Some of the potions aren't bad. Like the energy potion, fire potion. I can't afford any relics, so that just sucks. I'm just broke. It's interesting. It's a cool take on the ability to have access to other characters' cards. Yeah. It's pretty fun when you get to like, yeah, do stuff like that. And yeah, most of the time, like your cards only affect you, but when you're playing with other people, like some lets you target like other rows or other players, which is cool. Deadeye is very good for slime boss. Ew, yeah, that would be. It would have been nice last game. I'm thinking I might get Thinking Ahead and Fire Potion. Or maybe Thinking Ahead. Or maybe Apparition. I don't know. I want to get like a colorless. Either one of my cards or a Fire Potion. There's so many options. What if I've been adding a lot of attacks. I haven't added a lot of like defending. I guess I added Halt. Apparition seems decent. It's ethereal, which means that if I don't play it on the turn I draw it, it gets exhausted. Thinking Ahead, draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand on the top of your draw pile. That's pretty nice. But then it exhausts. But that's pretty nice. If I use like Third Eye and then I use Thinking Ahead, like that could be a pretty fun pair, right? Because I could scry 3 and then use Thinking Ahead to draw 2, but then put 1 back on top for my hand. Like that could be some fun combos. I might go with that. Just to have some nice like card control. I think I'm gonna lock that in. Third Eye and Thinking Ahead. Just to be able to manipulate stuff a little bit. I'm doing it. There's maybe better options, but I mean, like I said, I can't afford any of the relics. So the only other thing I could do is maybe get a potion, which fire potion, energy potions are fine. Some of these, I would have preferred some of these relics, but just I don't have the money. So, okay. Not a bad shop. Not a bad shop. Now we get our first relic, which is, drumroll, ooh, Viara. On 2s, I gain a strength and then lose that at the end of my turn. On 2s, both of my relics are going to pop off, and that's a really good one, especially like with Ragnarok. That's going to make it double its damage, basically, or if I'm in Wraith, or Wrathworm is going to triple it, so that's a pretty good relic, I think. Okay, I'll take it. All right, so next we'll move our way up the map to a random event. The lab. Each player gains 1 potion. Great, I gained a skill potion. The next skill you play this turn is played twice. Then I roll the dice. And on a 4, 5, or 6, I gain another potion. It's Fairy in a Bottle, one of my favorite potions. I'm swapping that out for the skill potion. Fairy in the Bottle says when your HP becomes 0, instead set your HP to 2 and discard this item. So it's a little bit of a safety net type thing. Saves my butt if I get into some real danger. And now we're at a campfire. Look at that. Which, like I said, I think I'm going to upgrade Ragnarok. So it's going to deal an extra attack. So it does now 6 separate attacks. Which, once again, if I'm in Wrath form, each of these, instead of 1 damage, are going to do 2. And then if I have Viara at the same time, they would each do 3. That's 18 damage. Potentially. Is pretty crazy. Okay. So that's that. On to the next random event. Ominous Forge again. Okay, I can either rummage and gain a relic, roll the dice, and have a 50-50 chance to gain a curse, or upgrade a card, lose 2 HP. I'm gaining another curse. Or no, well, hopefully not. I'm going to gain a relic and maybe a curse. It's the oddly smooth stone. I shuffled these, but let's see if I gain a curse. On a 1, 2, or 3, I gain a curse. And I rolled a 3. So my curse is Doubt. Unplayable, end of your turn. If this card is in your hand, gain weakness. Yeah, I don't love that. Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's fight an elite. It's the Gremlin Knob, everybody's favorite. 17 health. And after their first turn, they gain Enraged, which says after you play a skill card, take 1 damage. I do have the Exhaust Relic, that's true. So if I can... And it's basically, it's a 50-50 chance that activates. Because it's on a 1 or a 2, and then also on a 6, I could activate it with my loaded dice, so... Having that oddly smooth stone will be nice if I roll 4s, because I'm going to need any extra shields I can get. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous for this one, but I have 2 good potions. Fairy in the Bottle, Snecko Oil. I can use Snecko if that really gets too dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if this was a huge mistake to fight this elite. I roll a 6. Okay. So I can choose what I want to do. I guess I can look at my hand first. So getting strength is not going to really matter this turn. So I'm going to just exhaust my Ascendant's Bane and deal 2 damage. Bring him down to 15 health and then start my turn. Which I will enter Wraith form for free. I will play Brilliance to deal 2, but in Wraith form 3 damage. And then I guess defend for 2. Even though it doesn't really matter, Wrath form, I lose 1. And then they don't do anything. Just drag Ragnarok after going into Wrath. Yeah, we'll see if that pans out like that. So now every turn, this guy's going to deal 3 damage and gain more strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only has 12 health left. If I draw Ragnarok, I just win at this point. Okay, I got a 1, so I can do the old exhaust. No Ragnarok. I can't exhaust my curse and deal 2 damage. And I did get Thinking Ahead. Let's see if this card pays off. It is a skill card, though, so they're going to be attacking me. Also, my block resets, energy resets. So I'm going to play Thinking Ahead. This also exhausts when I use it. It's free to do. I will take a damage for playing it because of his Enraged. And I draw 2 cards. Let's see. 1, 2. No Ragnarok. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Put a card on top. I'm just going to put a Defend on top. Because I'm going to be taking damage regardless. I guess I could use Snecko Oil and just hope for the best. I don't want to, but let me see how many cards I have left in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 cards. Snecko Oil will allow me to draw 5. Pretty good odds I get my Ragnarok. Pretty good odds. I think I'm going to do it because this is an elite. I'm scared, so I'm going to draw 5 cards. Here we go. Do I get Ragnarok? 1. Nope. 2. There it is. 3, 4, 5. It's over for them. I'm in Wrath form. Ragnarok deals 12 damage. They have 10 health. And they're dead. I took a damage. I did take a damage earlier, which I think I did account for. I hope I did. I think I moved my health, right? But they're dead regardless, which works out pretty nice. Did have to use a potion, but that's okay. Taking only 1 damage from an elite fight, I will not complain a bit about. I gained 2 money and a relic. Boom, Anchor. Oh, I like Anchor. Start each combat with 2 shield. Very nice. And a card reward. My options are Inner Peace, Cut Through Fate, and Tantrum. Oh, I like both Cut Through Fate and Tantrum. Those are both great cards. Cut Through Fate, 1 energy, 1 attack, scry 2, draw a card. Tantrum, 1 energy, 2 damage, enter Wrath. Put this card on top of your draw pile. Oh, one of your favorite relics. Yeah, Anchor's solid. What am I even I guess entering Wrath is really good for me, especially, but I already have Crescendo, And I have Eruption, so I got 2 ways of entering Wrath. But a third one couldn't be bad, especially if I have Ragnarok. But Cut Through Fate would allow me to draw Ragnarok maybe easier. I think I'm going to Cut Through Fate here. I like this card a lot. I feel like I'm really kind of basing my deck around Ragnarok, so I think that's the move. That's what I'm going to do. It's an instant pick for me. Oh boy, was Cut Through Fate your instant pick, or was it Tantrum? Or was it the other card, Inner Peace? I don't think it was Inner Peace. Maybe it was Inner Peace. Okay, and we get to Campfire Site. I could heal. I'm not going to because that's lame. I'm going to upgrade, probably Cut Through Fate, because it's a solid upgrade. Hurry, upgrade Ragnarok. Brilliance could be good, but I don't have any other miracle generation, so I'm going to go with just upgrading Cut Through Fate. Because it upgrades from 1 damage, scry 2, draw a card, to 2 damage in scry 3. So it ups the damage and the scrying. You're right. In this kind of deck, maybe Cut is better. I think so. We'll see. We'll see if this works out. Tantrum is actually a card, especially with mental, a little bit of calm sources. Yeah, I mean, if Cut Through Fate wasn't there, I would definitely grab Tantrum. But I think just because, like I said, I want to be able to draw Ragnarok a bit more. Dance, yeah. Okay. We are back at the elite, or sorry, the boss of Act 1, this time fighting Hexaghost. I'm rocking 6 HP, 1 potion. Got a lot of good relics, though. Seriously, I'm liking my relics if I can just, you know, stay alive. Let's see what Hexaghost has in store. 38 health. Kind of a lot. They got a lot of actions to rotate. This is, I think, the first time I've seen this. This upgraded version of Hexaghost. And keep in mind, since I am playing on Ascension 10, these are more deadly bosses. So, got that going for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also start the combat with 2 block because of my anchor. Let me roll the dice. Let's hope for like a 2. I'll take a 1. A 1 allows me to exhaust and do all that stuff, so I can exhaust my Ascendance Bane and deal 2 damage. Off to a good start. So they're gonna be dealing 1 damage to me first turn and burning me twice. That's kind of rude. Can do thinking ahead. I don't know if it's worth it, but I will. I'm gonna draw 2. And I do have to put 1 card back on top. I guess I should have scryed before using thinking ahead. That was like the whole point, right? And put this back on top. Okay, now I got 2 shields, so I don't need a shield. So I could like Crescendo, Strike, Brilliance. That could all be pretty decent. I could play everything. I got energy still because that was free to do. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna Third Eye. Why not? Gain 2 more shields, scry for 3, which I know that's there. We got a strike and a Cut Through Fate. So I'm just going to discard the defend, put the other 2 back on top. I'll Crescendo. This exhausts to enter Wrath form. I got 4 shields, so I'm okay. Brilliance will deal 2, but with Wrath 3 damage. And then a strike shall deal 2 damage. Bringing him down to 31. I'm gonna try to exhaust the curse. I already exhausted 1, but it was Ascendance Bane, which was already going to exhaust. But yeah, ideally that would be the move. End of turn, I lose the damage because of Wrath form. They attack me for 1 and burn me for 2. Having that Cut Through Fate is maybe gonna come in nice for dealing with the burns. We'll see if that actually works. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what I roll. It didn't land flat. I gotta re-roll that. Okay, that did land flat, and that's a 1. So I can activate my ashes again. And look at that, I can exhaust my other curse. Is this at the end of the playlist again? I thought I had this on loop. Did not set it on loop. It's kind of a short soundtrack. I drew Ragnarok and Eruption, and I'm already in Wrath, and I got cut through Fate. Okay, okay. What can I do here? I mean, but even if I just play, I guess they're going to be hitting me for 4. So if I don't do anything, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. But I can do like 12 damage to them. That's kind of a lot. Maybe I cut through Fate first. See if I can draw some shield. But the only card I'd be looking for is Halt. I could Halt to gain some shield, but that would only block for 1. I'd be spending a miracle to essentially block for 1. But let's do it. Spend a miracle, go up to 4, then I'll spend an energy to play Cut Through Fate. That first off deals 3 damage. So I get to scry for 3. I'm gonna discard all of these and then draw a card to hopefully draw a Halt. And it is Halt, great. So I'll play that for free, gain 2 shield. And then with my leftover 3 energy, I'll just play Ragnarok, which deals 6, but times 2 is 12 damage. So brings them down to 14. Not bad, not bad at all. I do take a damage from being in Wrath form. They deal 4 damage. I block 1, so I still take 1, 2, 3 damage. 3 health. And I get burnt again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I gotta shuffle my discard pile. So now I gotta start worrying about drawing those burns. But if I keep activating my ashes, I could just exhaust those. Like, this relic is maybe really good. I didn't think it was that great, but it's been real nice so far. A 3 means nothing activates for me. But I got no damage coming at me, so I just gotta kind of stay alive. I'll start by playing a defend, because I need to not take damage for being in Wrath form, and then I'll just play 2 strikes. Just gonna deal 4 damage, bringing them down to 10 health. Not too exciting. I draw 2 burns, and hopefully can finish them next turn if I get a good draw. And a good relic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. I roll a 1. Okay, so I can activate my ashes. Do I draw a burn card? I did. So that's 2 damage, brings them down to 8. And I might have enough. I might have enough, so I actually don't. 3, 5. I'm 1 damage short. I got 4 damage coming at me. This ain't good. Oh no. Might have to use Fairy in the Bottle. Okay, well, let me just play it through. So I'm back to 0 and 3 energy. I play Eruption for 1. That deals 3 damage, brings him down to 5. I play Consecrate for free. Deals 2 damage, brings him down to 3. I play Strike for 1 energy, brings him down to 1. And then I got nothing. And I got this burn that's going to deal damage to me for being in my hand. I also get damaged for being in Wrath form down to 1 HP. They're going to deal 4 damage to me. So I don't know how Fairy in the Bottle works. I mean, they deal 4 damage, bringing me down to technically -3. But then I think this brings me back to 2. I don't know if this... Maybe... Dala, if you know how Fairy in the Bottle works. Because I was at 1. I'm taking 4 damage. The Fairy in the Bottle resets to 2. Would that damage, like, carry over? Like, how does that... I've always played it that, like... I don't know. No matter how much damage I would take, Fairy in the Bottle just brings me back to 2. And that damage doesn't get, like, taken away from. I don't know if that's exactly how it works. Because that kind of matters, I guess. It's like they deal 1,000 damage. Okay, so I am safe. It doesn't carry over in the video game. Okay, so I'm safe. So I might actually win this, is what you're telling me. So I do die temporarily, but then come back to 2. But then they also gain 5 shield. So they have 1 health left, but 5 shield now. Okay, I think I'm safe for 1 more round. But I think that's all I need, maybe. Surely, I draw Ragnarok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll the dice. It's a 4. I gain 3 shield. Huge. Which blocks all the damage coming at me. Let's see if I drew Ragnarok. I did not. But I got cut through fate, and I think that's good enough. But I don't, if I were to play that, then I don't have enough to play Ragnarok. That's unfortunate. But I have enough to do some fun stuff. So I'll play Halt, gain 2 more shield, brings me up to 5. I can play Vigilance to enter Calm, brings me up to 7 shield. Maybe I should have played Cut Through Fate earlier, but it doesn't matter. I was still going to have to deal with their shield. So I deal that. Scry for 3. There's Ragnarok. I'm going to put these all back on top. Draw the top card and just not play it. So then the Flame, I take a damage from the Flame. Bring me down to 6 shield. They lose their shield. They deal 3 damage. I block all of it. I get burnt again, and they're dead, right? I mean, is there even any reason for me to play it out? Because I'm drawing Ragnarok, and that's going to deal 6 damage. So no matter what I would roll or anything else, they're dead. And that's a win on Hexaghost. Surprisingly, I had to use Fairy in the bottle, and that was a little close. But I'm counting that as a win, as long as I didn't make any big mistakes. But I think that's a win. Oh man, okay. Twas close, twas close. So, 2 money for me. I get a boss relic now. GG, man, this game is so hard. This game is, I mean, I am playing on Ascension 10, but yeah, it's a tough game. So, boss relic time. My options are Orrery, gain 4 card rewards. Coffee Dripper, gain energy at the start of my turn. You can't rest at campsites. Or Holy Water. Holy Water. I'm thinking I grab Holy Water. I mean, it's the upgraded version of mine, essentially. I mean, Coffee Dripper's pretty good, but I think Holy Water is better because then I can still rest. And just getting more energy. Orrery seems decent, especially because I do want to get more card rewards with, like, miracles, but... Wait, why you choose... Oh, it's the solo mode. You choose between 3 relics. Right? Okay, don't tell me I'm playing this wrong. Right? Oh yeah, it says reveal 1 boss relic per player plus 1. Reveal 3 instead of playing solo. I'm gonna be honest, that's something I played incorrectly for a while. I was just drawing 1 relic and just keeping it. But apparently you draw 3 and choose 1. You're playing on an extra hard Ascension level there. I'm gonna go with Holy Water. That I like this one a lot. It's basically my starting relic just upgraded, so it just gives me 2 extra energy to spend throughout the fight. I'm going with that. That's just the way. You always choose between 2. Okay, at least you're not just choosing 1. That's not bad. But yeah, no, when playing solo, yeah, I guess yeah, you choose 3. Now let's see what my rare reward is. This is probably my favorite part. Oh, Mega, one of my favorite Watcher cards. Blasphemy, that one I don't really take. Establishment. I thought this was Judgment. I really like Judgment. Establishment. Started turn, cards you retain cost 1 less. That's good if I was doing like retain build, but I'm not. Blasphemy is interesting, especially with Ragnarok on a boss would go crazy because Blasphemy says your next attack this turn is played 3 times. The issue is being able to play that and Ragnarok on 1 turn would require 5 energy, which I could do with my Holy Water. And just think, this does 6, if I'm in Wrath, 12 damage, playing it 3 times, that could be 36 damage. With Yara, that could be even more, like 52 or something. I don't know, it would be a lot of damage. Omega I really like, though. It's just a fun one. It's one of the ways you can do AoE damage, and it just pops off each turn. 5 damage to a row. Costs 3 energy, though. But luckily, I mean, I got miracles. I got my holy water. Like, energy is something I can kind of get around. So I'm going to go with Omega. I don't really like either of the other 2 cards too much. So they're situational, and I just feel like not with my deck. Okay, I am going to take a real quick break for like 3 or 5 minutes. So, yeah, feel free to take a break yourself. Get up, stretch your legs, I don't know, grab yourself some water, stay hydrated. And yeah, I'll be back in like 3-ish minutes. All right. Where is the button? Here we go. Welcome back. Let's get set up for Act 2. Act 2. Take a minute. So far, I have not gotten any of the keys, which maybe I shouldn't be trying to beat Act 4 if I'm just trying to get through the different ascension levels, but it's fine. It's fun. It's a challenge. But normally, I probably should have tried to do one of the keys, because Act 2, in my opinion, is the toughest act. It's the one I at least lose the most in. So we'll see how this goes. But I mean, I feel like I have a decent deck. The issue is I have the one rare card, Brilliance, that doesn't really combo with anything yet. It scales really well off of getting miracles, but then I just don't have any way to get miracles. So that's just kind of unfortunate. Let's set this all back up. Okay. This run is so fun. I would never choose these options. Okay. Well, you wouldn't choose Omega? I mean, what would you, of the 3 options, what would you have chosen? Also, I get to heal up. So I don't get to heal up to full because of my ascension level. I get to only heal 4. But that's still not bad. Also, a small thing that I didn't realize you're supposed to do is between each act, shuffle your rewards deck. Not your rare rewards, but just your rewards deck. Something I wasn't doing for the longest time. Until, I forget, I saw it somewhere. Someone mentioned it, or maybe I reread the rule book and like, it's just like a little line mentioned somewhere, but I was like, I should be doing that. Okay. Putting these away. We'll see how much longer this run goes. But like I said, yeah, Act 2, I always, it's definitely the act I lose the most on. I think some of the elites are pretty hard, but I don't know. Some of the elites, like one I always struggle with in Act 2 is the Gremlin Leader. But that's normally because I don't have good AoE cards. But I actually feel like I have decent ones now. I have at least 3. I have Omega, Ragnarok is kind of an AoE, and then I have that other one, I don't remember the name, the 0 cost one. So I do have some options available, which is nice. Okay, roll to determine the boss. Big roll, big roll. A 5. Forget what a 5 is. That is the Guardian. No. I don't want to fight the Guardian. It's actually my least favorite boss, at least in Act 2. I think my least favorite boss in the game is the Time Eater. I hate having the requirement, because a lot of the builds I do are like built off of like combos, and Time Eater just doesn't allow that. You're like, nope, just you can only play 3 cards this turn or whatever. And it's so annoying. I don't like Time Eater, especially on like the defect. If I'm trying to do like a 0 cost build run where you're playing like a ton of cards, the Time Eater just kills the run. So it's a little not super fun, at least on the defect and on a lot of builds. But Guardian, we'll see how this goes, but I struggle with the Guardian, especially once they enter their second phase. That's tough stuff. I don't even know what Omega does because the video game. I never pick up the cards and don't scale the Wrath. Omega, so it 3 energy at the end of turn, deal 5 damage to any row. Pretty good. You would take Blasphemy. I like Omega. It's definitely it's kind of situational, but I like it. It's a good one. It's just expensive. But now that I have Holy Water, I have basically 2 extra energy each game, so. All right, that feels shuffled enough. My deck is getting, did I have, hold on. I didn't take out the burns. I was like, my deck feels thick. Yeah, it's because I didn't take out any of the burns. That's no good. Those don't stay in there. Okay, that checks out. Oops. That would be a pretty big big debuff to just add those in going forward. Okay. That feels a bit better. So, first enemy of Act 2, I will be fighting the Looter and the Mugger. These dudes trying to steal my money. It's messed up. I don't really have that much. I got 4. I guess that's something, but is it really worth stealing? 10 and 12 health. Yeah, Omega would take these guys out in like 3 rounds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at neutral, 0 block. Oh, I do start with 2 block at the beginning of the combat because of my anchor. And I rolled a 6. So let me see what I want to activate here. I guess I'll do the doubt. I could exhaust that to just deal 2 damage. All right, now your deck is very good versus Time Eater. You have expensive big attacks. That's true. Everything is relative in this game. Yeah, this one isn't too bad right now, especially Ragnarok. I've been basing a lot of stuff around that. I already have it upgraded. So yeah, we'll see if we even get to them. I don't know if we will get past Act 2. So I got 4 damage coming at me if I don't do anything. I could take out one of them. But I think I should just, like, Third Eye and then Ragnarok. But that wouldn't even take them out. That does 6 damage. I'm not in Wrath. But I do have Holy Water. That I might use that, actually. Yeah, maybe I will. So I'm going to use Holy Water to gain an extra energy. Use 1 for Brilliance, deal 2 damage, brings them down to 6 health. Brings me down to 3 energy. I use Ragnarok, deals 6 damage, takes them out. Look at that, I took them out on the first turn. I'm already blocking what they're going to be attacking for. So I'm just gonna save my other Holy Water and Miracle. Why not? Bye, Thomas and everyone. Have a good night. See you, Minor Trader. Appreciate you popping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Okay, let's, so I take my damage, but I block it all. And they shield up with 1. We're on to the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what I roll. A 4. Is that like the first 4 we've ever rolled? Seems like it. So I get 3 shield. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna start out with Think Ahead. It's free to play. Draw 2 cards, and then I have to put 1 back on top. I'm gonna put Defend back on top. Let's see, because I still have 3 energies, so I'll play Vigilance, 2 shield, 2 energy, enter Calm. Then I can play Crescendo for free to enter Wrath, and then that gains me 2 energy. Then I can play Consecrate for free, deals 2 damage. Brings him down to 11 health. And then I guess I just play both strikes for 4 damage, bringing him down to 7. Take a damage from Wrath form. I take 2 damage for them, which I block all of, and we're on to the next round, which hopefully I can take him out this round. We'll see, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 energy, 0 block. Rolling the dice. I still have 1 Holy Water. Ah, it's crooked. Okay, it's a 1. So I got Sharon's Ashes I can activate. I'll go ahead and use that on a defend to deal 2 damage to them, bringing them down to 5 health. And then I'm going to play Omega for 3 energy and then end my turn. Omega deals 5 damage to them, and they are dead. And I still had a Holy Water and a Miracle left, so that was pretty good. Not bad. I didn't need to end with Omega, but it just, I wanted to use that card. Okay, I gain a potion, which I got a Flex Potion. Gain a Strength and lose it at the end of the turn, and a card reward. My options are Collect, pretty good, Flurry of Blows, or Swivel. I feel like Flurry of Blows is a pretty good card if you're doing a lot of like stance switching, which I'm not doing that as much. I'm gonna go with Collect because I have Brilliance, which works on miracles, and I don't have any miracle generation. So the other cards seem good. I like Swivel, and Flurry of Blows isn't bad, but yeah, it's just not what I'm going for. Okay, first encounter done. And let me reveal the board. At least I could probably hit up the Burning Elite this map. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I save that for Act 3 if I get that far. I should at least try to do one of the keys this round, so either skipping a relic or skipping a campsite. Okay, looking at the path, I don't have money, so I kind of want to avoid like the left half. So probably going up this right path, probably hitting up the 2 campfires, and then maybe the elite at the end. I kind of like this kind of path on the side there, I think is what I'm probably going to go. So we'll start with that. First random event is the Joust. A knight is about to joust the murderer of his beloved pet Noodles. Halt, the knight says. Travelers, why don't you bet on the victor? So I could bet to either pay 2 gold, pay a relic, or pay a potion, and roll the dice. And on a 4, 5, or 6, I gain 2 money, or I can just leave and nothing would happen. Of course I'm gonna bet. Let's do a bit of gambling, shall we? I will bet 2 money. Roll the dice on a 4, 5, or 6, 50-50 chance. I gain 6 money. And it's a 3. You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Okay. On to the first encounter. Oh, second encounter, I guess. Oof, the Chosen. Summoning his stupid birds, but just 1. So that's not terrible. They got, what, 16 health? The birds are annoying because they have a flying ability, which says they take a max of 1 damage from each sword, like, symbol. So even being in wrath form or having the Viara with strength, like, they only take 1 damage at a time. But, for example, Ragnarok would still take them out in 1 hit, which would be pretty good. The Chosen is just a little annoying because they're going to be dazing me, and then they strengthen at the end, so I think I'm going to try to take out the bird first. Also, the Sharon's Ashes can deal just damage to the bird, so I'll hopefully trigger that. We'll see how this plays out. Okay. Back to 3 energy, and I start with my 2 shield because of my anchor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to start. Rolling up the dice. It's a 4. Okay. That means I get 3 shield extra. So I start with 5, right? Because 2 because of the anchor, 1 from my loaded dice, 2 from that. Pretty good. So they're going to attack me for 2. They're attacking me for 1. 3 damage total, and I'm blocking it all. Omega is so good here. It just 1 hits the bird. Oh, that's awesome. That's good stuff right there. This is a great starting hand. I could have Third Eye and Scry first, and then Thinking Ahead for free, and then Crescendo for free, and then Omega form, and oh, this is a crazy starting hand. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm blocking all the damage, so I guess I don't need to Scry, so I could just Thinking Ahead. Yeah, maybe I will. So I'll play Thinking Ahead, draw 2 cards, and then put a card from the top of my deck down. So I'm going to put Third Eye down on top of my deck. So this is my hand. This is a crazy hand. So then I will play Crescendo to enter Wrath form. Play Omega for 3 energy. And then at least play Cut Through Fate using one of my Holy Waters, which will deal 3 damage to this guy. And I get to Scry for 3 and draw a card. I guess I shouldn't have put that on top if I was going to do this. Yeah, this was maybe a mistake to actually play Cut Through Fates, but I've already done it, so I'm going to just roll with it. I probably should have just played like Eruption instead. I guess I could discard these 2, draw this, and then this will do 1 damage to them, 2 to them. I mean, how much would this do? Wait, could I finish both of them off? They have 11 health. This would do 3 damage. This would do 2, 5. I would be 1 damage off from killing them. I could use Strength. And Crescendo costs 1? Wait, no, it doesn't. Does it? No, Crescendo is free. Right? Am I crazy? I haven't been miscounting, I don't think. Because I played Thinking Ahead, and that was free. Crescendo is free. Consecrate is free. Cut Through Fate did cost, but I used the Holy Water for that. So I think I'm okay, but I'm at 0 energy, but I'd have to use my other Holy Water and my Miracle to play both of these, but that wouldn't be enough to kill them this turn. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I'll still use my other Holy Water to at least play my Eruption, and that'll deal 3 damage, brings them down to 8 health. I'll just discard this. End of turn, Omega goes off, 5 damage there, kills the bird, brings them down to 3 health. They hit me for 1, which I block. I also take a damage from Wrath form. They daze me. And my next turn, which, I'll be honest, this doesn't really matter, but I'll do it anyway. A 2! My Viara goes off. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna kill them anyway. I could just end turn and Omega kills them. So, GG Chosen. Oh, yeah, your mistake. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. There's a lot of different cards, and your cards are slightly different from the video game. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, if you're used to them one way, I could see that being confusing. Yeah, lucky for me, I didn't play the video game too much. Like I said, I played enough to like have a basic idea, but I didn't like memorize a lot of the cards or anything like that. So I guess I'm a little fortunate in that aspect. Okay, so I get 2 monies and a card reward. No, this is the same as the video game. Calm card costs 1. Oh, I think Calm does cost 1. Yeah. My card rewards are Protect, 2 energy, retain 3 shield to any player. Flurry of Blows again, 0 energy, dealing a strike, and then additional if you switch stances. Or Like Water. End of turn if you're in Calm, 1 shield. I think I'm pretty good on shields. I guess I don't have that much for shields actually, but I've been doing okay. I like Third Eye and Halt. I guess that's about it, extra shield wise. Like Water, I feel like isn't that good. I'm probably gonna go Flurry of Blows just for the extra damage. Especially I'm switching stances a lot, and then being in Wrath form, that would like do 2, 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll go with it. Okay, campfire time. What does Omega upgrade to? I think it does 6 damage instead of 5. That's pretty good. That would have kind of saved me the last game. Or it would have at least made it quicker. Brilliance is pretty good because that upgrades to 3. What does Thinking Ahead upgrade to? I don't know. I've never taken this card, I don't think. Let's draw 3 cards. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Brilliance because now they have Generation. This does 3 damage per promise or miracle or whatever the heck. So, okay. But I think the next campfire I'm going to skip, or maybe the last one I'm gonna skip to get the key. I think. We'll see if that is a good idea or not. Go back into neutral. 2, 3. Okay, random event time. It's an encounter. Okay. Actually kind of like that. I need more card rewards, so I'll take it. I'm fighting the Shelled Parasite along with a Fungi Beast. Okay, Fungi Beast. So 16 health and 6 health. Shelled Parasite is just gaining shield every single round, so that's annoying to deal with. I feel like my Ashes relic could be pretty good, but definitely Omega would be good here. I'm going to probably be saying that a lot, but Omega would be good here. But I also got to be careful. Fungi Beast on death has the Spore Cloud ability, which makes me vulnerable, so I would take 2 times more damage. It seems like I really do need to take out the Shelled Parasite first. For sure. 16 damage. I could do that in my sleep. I mean, Strength Potion or Flex Potion plus Ragnarok in Wrath mode would kill him in 1 turn. That's pretty situational, but maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling up the dice, see what we get. A 1, so I can activate my Ashes. I did get Ascendant's Bane, so I could do 2 damage right off the rip. Brings him down to 14. I did get Ragnarok, but I did not get... But I got this, so I could use Collect and Brilliance. That would deal 9 damage, plus I could kill him in 1 turn. Holy cow. What am I... They're just strengthening? Look at this. This is why Miracle Build is starting to pop off. Watch this. So first, I'll use the Holy Water to play Collect. And that brings me up to 3 Miracles. Then I use my other Holy Water to play Brilliance, which I just upgraded. I just upgraded this. That now deals 9 damage, so from 14 down to 5 health over here. And then I play a little card called Ragnarok, which I could deal 5 of the damage to them and 1 over here. And Shelled Parasite's dead in 1 turn. It's never been done before in Slay the Spire history. Shield I'm chilling on because this guy doesn't even attack me. And on to the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a pretty good first draw, along with that relic. That worked out pretty well. A 4. That means I get 3 shield. They're attacking me for 3, so I'm already fully blocking. I'm gonna start with Thinking Ahead to draw 2 cards and then put 1 on top. Ooh, I drew Doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna put Doubt on top. I'm not feeling that. I have 3 miracles, 3 health. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, ooh, Flurry of Blows, Vigilance, Eruption. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have some fun. 2 energy, gives me 2 shield. Enter Calm. So I'm up to 5 now. Spend my last energy on Eruption to deal 2 damage, brings them down to 3 health. I'm out of energy, but then I'm in Wrath form, so now I have 2 energy. And then I could play Flurry of Blows, which deals 2 damage twice, 4 damage total, killing them. Whew. Not bad. This build's starting to pop off. I mean, we gotta just let the miracle build cook a little bit more, but I really think getting this Holy Water Relic was huge, because one of the big issues with Watcher is just not having enough money to pay for stuff sometimes. All right, encounter over. Potion, I get an attack potion. The next attack you play this turn is played twice. Oh man, playing this with a Ragnarok is gonna go crazy. And then we get a new relic, or sorry, a new card reward. So either Foreign Influence, Sash Whip, or Halt. I'm thinking either Halt or nothing. I'm kind of leaning towards not adding anything, because I already have a Halt. My deck's starting to get pretty thick, and it's in a good spot. I have 1 Halt already, and I don't know if I need another. It's nice that it's 0 cost, but I don't know. I need to start removing some maybe defense if I'm adding more. I might not just take any of these. Sash Whip seems okay. Foreign Influence, I don't know. I already got big attacks. I just want to get like Omega out and Ragnarok. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass. I don't want them. My deck's already getting a little thick, so I'm passing. Skip is good. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit more validated. That's what I was leaning towards. I don't think I've skipped a single card reward yet. But now we're getting into Act 2 where, yeah, I'm going to start doing that a bit more. Okay. Next, Campfire. I could heal up, but healing is boring. I'd rather upgrade cards. I think I'm going to upgrade Omega now. Thinking ahead could be fun. Collect also could be nice. Ooh. It's just 1 extra miracle, but then that's an extra energy and then an extra damage that Brilliance could deal. An extra 3 damage, really. Well, Omega just deals an extra damage, but that's each round. So I'm going to upgrade Collect, but I think Omega is on the short list of upgrades, but Collect is right there. I think if the next Elite goes well, I'm going to just skip the last Campfire. We'll see. Random event. It's another encounter. I want some random events. I don't want encounters, but whatever. Oh, and it's birds. Oh, this... I keep saying this, especially with the birds. Omega goes crazy here. I just need to draw it. And it would take all the birds out in 1 turn. If I first turn draw Omega, it's just over. It's just over. These birds are annoying. Okay, I start with 2 shield, only 1 miracle, start in neutral. I can double check. I don't think I have any. Okay, good. Make sure I don't have anything in my deck that shouldn't be there, like any slimes or dazes or anything. Give this a good shuffle. Let me see. I don't get a potion, so I can hold on to both my potions, which I don't think for birds I'm going to need them. I just need to try to draw. Ragnarok could be pretty good too, because that just deals 1 damage 6 times, so I could take out like... But yeah, Omega, like I said, if I draw Omega first turn, it just wins, so... Okay, I'll give this 1 more like shuffle there. Okay, this feels pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dice roll is a 2. That means Ashes and Viara pops off. I don't think we've really had the strength from this yet. A card. Look at this starting hand. This is crazy. This is a crazy starting hand. This deck is going to start going crazy here. Okay, so I'm going to spend that. Strike, 2 damage to the first bird. Do 3 damage for each. But they would have to target the same one, so that doesn't do me much good. So I will, first off, I'll play collect 1 energy to get 3 miracles. I just upgraded that. Let's see if I can, let's use consecrate. Why not? It's free. That's gonna do 2 damage, but it only does 1 damage because they're birds, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, cut through fate. I'm down to 1, but let's do 2 damage, so I don't know. I'll hit this one in front. Scry for 3. Come on, Omega. Nope. I'm going to discard all of these and draw it. Come on, Omega. Nope. Okay, well, I think I can still... So I think I'll strike my last energy to take out the front bird. I think if I'm reading this right, so the birds only take max of 1 damage from each shield, but this does 3 damage, does a 3 shield attack for each miracle I have. So this would essentially deal 4 damage, if I'm reading that right. Which I think I am. So I'm going to have to spend one of my holy water energies, but then... I mean, normally I deal 12, but they only take 1 damage for each of these, so I think it just does 4 damage. Takes out that bird. I'm in neutral. They don't attack me, they just strengthen, so I just gotta finish this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I lose my strength, which strength is so useless this combat. A 6, I could activate my my ashes to bring them down to 1 health, and I drew a little card called Ragnarok. That's a GG. Okay, birds are defeated. Pretty easy, if I do say so myself. Up to 5 money now. And another card reward. Let's hope for something crazy. My options are... Ooh, golden ticket. Let me see what my golden ticket option is. Spirit shield. 1 shield for each card in your hand. Okay. I have flying sleeves as my second option and tranquility as my third. Spirit shield seems not bad. If I draw, standard 5 cards starting out, I'll play that. 2 energy could get me like 4 shield. I mean, I need some shields, so that's pretty good, especially that it scales. I mean, I have stuff that draws cards, like my Cut Through Fate. What else do I have that draws cards? Yeah, I don't know. Because that counts for curses, too, and I have a couple of... Yeah, that could be... I have, like, Thinking Ahead. That could be pretty good with Spirit Shield. I think I'm going to go Spirit Shield. It's a rare card. Why would I not? Flying Sleeves seems decent. Tranquility seems boring. I'm not trying to go calm here. I'm trying to go crazy. I'm trying to stay in Wrath mode as much as I can, so I don't want to be calm. Need card draw now, I think. You are good on damage-wise and have plenty of energy. You need to find defense, or Spirit Shield is a good start. I agree. Yeah, I think card draw is just where I'm falling a little short. I would 100% agree. I think, like I said, one of the biggest issues I have with the Watcher is their energy, which I'm really glad. Like, I have Holy Water. I've upgraded my Eruption. Yeah, I have stuff like Cut Through Fate and Thinking Ahead, like, and the collection or collect upgraded. Like, I got a good deck going here, but one bad elite can really make it all go downhill pretty quickly. Which, speaking of which, let's fight an elite. Let's see what elite I'm going to be fighting. My Act 2 elite will be Book of Stabbing. I don't know which elite I wanted. I don't think I wanted this one. I wanted the Gremlin leader and then destroying Omega and just destroying it, but this is what we're up against. I'm behind on removes. Yeah, I haven't removed a single card. I have a curse that I could remove, and I haven't removed any of my basic cards. My deck's getting thick. Not like a good kind of thick either. Like, I'm not going to be able to draw as easily. So that's a good point. I'll definitely try to when I can, but we'll see. Book of Stabbing, though. 35 health, and they have the Painful Stab ability. So after Book of Stabbing acts, I gain a daze if it dealt me any unblocked damage. And it alternates between doing 3 damage and 2 single attacks, and each time it gains some strength. So it just kind of keeps getting more and more powerful each turn. So it's a deadly foe that needs taken out quickly, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, now I need to defend. Spirit Shield's gonna be nice. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I got my 2 shield from Anchor. Let's roll to see what I start with. Ah, it's cocked. We gotta re-roll it. If it's not laying flat, I gotta re-rolling it. It's gotta lay flat. There we go. It's a 4. Extra 3 shields to start. I'll take that. So I'm safe for this first round to get set up. And oh boy, can I get set up. Okay. So thinking ahead, I'm gonna start with that. Draw 2 cards, put a card on top of my pile. Oh, this is so good. I could put a card on top of my pile, so I could put Doubt on top of my pile, and then I can cut through Fate to get rid of it. Cut first. I should have. Well, no, I'm happy with this because I think this still works decently. Because then I can cut through Fate, 2 damage, scry for 3, and then I can discard this. Ooh, I drew Ragnarok. And I can discard this, put these back on top, and then draw this. They're not going to hit me this turn, are they? I could play the attack potion, but that's not really worth it, I don't think. I might as well use a Holy Water to put me back at 3. And then use Ragnarok, I guess. It's not the best in the world, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 27. I probably should put the Brilliance back on top, but that maybe wasn't the best first turn. But it's okay. I'm at least not getting dazed, and I'm blocking all of their damage, so that's good. Next turn they're dealing 4. It's just gonna keep getting worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what I roll. Something good, hopefully. A 4. Okay, I will take these. That's another 3 shield. So I only need one shield to fully block, and look at that. I got a little card called Halt. I also got Spirit Shield, but I don't need that. Not where I'm going here. I'm gonna crescendo into Wrath form, and then Halt gives me +2 shield. I have all of my energy to spend on Omega form. Now I'm just chilling. You need Ragnarok with Wrath and attack potion to kill fast. Just hope you can block. I can block. It's chill. All right, Omega goes off and now deals 5 damage, brings them down to 22. I take a damage from Wrath. They deal 4 damage. I block 4 damage, and they gain another strength. But now with Omega in play, that just deals 5 damage every turn now, so that helps. But now they're going to be dealing 5 damage next turn, so that's a little scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm in Wrath form. Omega is out. I'm sitting okay. That's a 6. Let me see what I got. Okay. I can exhaust. Gain some extra shield. Uh-oh. I'm going to be taking damage here, I think. I can choose an ability. Yeah, I'm going to have to choose my Smooth Stone to gain 2 shield. Uh-oh, I'm taking damage this round. Okay. So I'm going to, first off, collect for 1. That gives me 3 miracles. So I have 2 energy left. I can strike for 2. That does 4 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 18 health. I can Flurry of Blows for free. That's another just 2 damage for free. So I'm out of energy. I mean, I guess I can spend a Holy Water to defend again. Then end of my turn, I take a damage from Wrath. I deal 5 damage, so it brings them down to 11. They deal 5 damage, I take 3. Brings me down to 3 health, and I get dazed because they attacked me, and they get more strength. Next turn, they're dealing 8 damage, so I pretty much have to kill him this turn, or I'm going to be in a very bad spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Ragnarok and Brilliance, my both hard-hitting cards are in my discard pile right now, so that's not great either. Let's see what the dice rolls. A 4. That kind of helps. That at least gives me 3 shield, but I got 8 damage coming at me. If I don't kill him, I think it's over. Uh-oh. This ain't looking good. I might have to use one of my potions. I think I win. I win if I use my attack potion. Or should I use my flex potion? I think flex might be better. So this does 2, 3 damage in Wrath. That'll do 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. And then the Omega would finish them off. So that would be okay. All right, I will use my flex potion. I think I have to use one of the potions. I'd rather use the flex. So that gives me extra strength. First energy, I play Eruption. That does 2, 3, 4 damage, bringing them down to 7 health. And then I play Strike for 1, 2, 3 damage, bringing them down to 4 health. And then I just end my turn. And Omega does 5 damage, and I barely squeak by. Whew. It was a little stressful. Not too bad. Yeah, maybe I don't go for the keys this run. I kind of just want to try to win. I haven't gone for any keys yet, but I already have the Burning Elite token out. I'm just trying to debate, do I forego my relic? I think I need to heal at the next campfire, so I can't forego that. And I'm bad against the Guardians, so you know what? I'm gonna not pass on the relic. I'm gonna take the relic and maybe just not go for an Act 4 win. I guess I haven't even beaten this yet on this Ascension level without an Act 4 win, so I'm just gonna try it without it, or with it. Without an Act 4. I think it does help a lot with that amount of energy. Yeah, it's a good card. Like I said, it's one of my favorite rare cards, but I mean it takes some energy to get out and whatnot. Oh, you get to see the relic and then decide. Okay, so I gained my 2. What is the relic? When you play a power, 1 shield. Okay, wait, that does kind of suck. Because I have Omega, and I think that's it. Is that my only power? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that relic then. Screw that. Bird-faced urn. I will pass and gain the blue key. And then I gain an upgraded card reward. That's nice. So I got Empty Fist, Nirvana, or Just Lucky. I don't know what Just Lucky upgrades to. Oh, it does 2 damage each and a scry too? That's kind of nice. Empty Fist upgrades to 3 damage. Stand switching is nice, but I like Just Lucky a little bit better. The extra scrying I feel like could be pretty nice, so I will go with that, and onwards I shall move. Okay. I'm moving up. You can't see, but I'm moving up to the campfire, which I'm just going to rest at and gain. I don't think. Yeah, I still just gained 3 health. Yeah, so I'm gonna be up to 6, going into the Guardian. Which boy, oh boy, like I said, of all the Act 2 bosses, this was the one I didn't want to fight. So we'll see how. Or sorry, the champ. I don't know why I keep saying the Guardian. The champ. Guardian's Act 1, right? Champ. The champ. Because this guy kind of has 2 phases. He starts with 45 health, you kill him, and then he goes and gets all of his health back and starts going again, but in like a berserk mode or whatever. Fury mode. Did I take the gold? I believe so. I think I added the 2 gold. Up to 7 now. I think that was the first thing I did. I hope. If not, that's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm probably gonna die this combat. Maybe not. Hopefully not, but probably. With what? 2 shield, 3 energy, start neutral, get rid of the strength. Okay, I think I'm kind of set up now. The champ. Yeah, the champ's kind of annoying. He deals 4 damage, then he weakens me and strengthens himself, then deals 6 damage and 3 shield. Once I kill him, he goes into fury mode where he does a lot more damage and keeps strengthening and getting more damage and strengthening, and it's no fun. But I've said this a billion times already. Omega is going to be pretty nice if I can get it going here. It's not going to go too crazy, but could be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got my 2 from Anchor that I start with, shield-wise. I rolled a 4, which gets me 3 extra to start with. The key is not let him take 2 strength in the first phase. Okay, so kill him before it like loops back around. Okay. We'll see if that actually plays out. So, I full block first turn, so I don't even have to really worry about too much there. I could just play Ragnarok, but that's kind of lame, but I don't know what else I'm going to do, so... Could enter Calm, but then I'd have to use my Holy Water to do that. So I'll just first turn just play Ragnarok, deal 6 damage to him. Bring him down to 39 health. That gets exhausted, and that's that. He deals 4 damage, I block all of it. We're on to the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can block. It's not the end of the world if you can't. Yeah, it's just gonna be tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure I counted that right. Okay. I roll a 1, so I can use my Sharon's Ashes. I'll exhausted defend to deal 2 damage. Sure, why not? So I'll definitely spend 1 to use collect. Gain 3 miracles. I'll maybe crescendo or consecrate, but I'm gonna think ahead first. So I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Ooh, Omega. Put a card on top of my pile. Okay. I'll put defend on top of my pile. I'll spend a Holy Water to be back up to 3, so I can play Omega and consecrate. I think that's it. You could just leave it for the next round with Wrath, the Ragnarok. But it doesn't retain, does it? Does Ragnarok? Ragnarok doesn't retain, right? No. So I don't know how I would do that. I thought you drew thinking ahead round 1. I mean, I wouldn't have any way to save that, I don't think. Yeah, it's okay. I'll see Ragnarok again, surely. So Omega is out, so now I deal 5 damage at the end of my turns. He now weakens me and strengthens himself. It's all good, it's all good. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're gonna be dealing 7 damage to me this round if I don't do anything. Dice is cocked. Gotta reroll it. Okay, a 3 gets me nothing at all. Great. Great stuff. I know I'm not drawing my Spirit Shield this round. Ooh, Brilliance, though. Brilliance is pretty good, but... how much do they have? 31 damage? I wish I was in Wrath form right now. Because Brilliance would go crazy in Wrath form, because it deals 3 damage for each of these. That's 12 total. If I was in Wrath, it would be 4 damage. That could be 16 total, and then I could play Attack Potion and kill him this turn. If I was just in Wrath form, I could kill him this turn, but I'm not, so I can't, and that means I'm going to be taking a lot of damage. I also have to deal with my weakness first. I'm also going to have this doubt, which I'm going to have to deal with. So not great. So I'm going to start out, let me reset my energy. Start out with Third Eye, gain 2 shields, spend 1 energy, scry for 3, Flurry of Blows, Cut Through Fate, and Halt. Discard these 2, put Cut Through Fate back on top. Okay. I guess it makes sense to play Strike first for 1 damage, so it just doesn't do anything because of weakness. 'Cause I'm still a neutral. Damn, I wish I was in Wrath form. I could literally kill him this turn with this one card if I was in Wrath form. But would it, hold on, but I'm gonna have Omega damage, but that's not gonna make the difference up, right? So this does 3 each. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I could do 24 plus 5 is 29. I'm still 2 damage short. Oh, that's so frustrating. How much damage am I gonna be taking? 7? I'm blocking 2 of it. I'm gonna have 1 health left. This is not good. I could block a little bit more. I mean, I could defend at least 1 more. So that's something. I mean, I might as well use my Holy Water to play Brilliance. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12 damage. So it brings him down to 29, then 19. But then Doubt gains me a weakness, which just sucks. Also, then Omega goes off, deals 5 damage. And then I take 7. So I block 3 of it and take 4 damage, bringing me down to 2 health. Not good. And they gain 3 shield just to make matters worse. Just to rub it in. But I think I might be able to kill him this turn if I get a decent draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if I get a roll that actually helps me in any way. But I'm also weakened, which sucks. And he has a shield, which sucks. And I rolled a 3, which sucks. So maybe not. Look, I can enter Wrath form like crazy now, but does that really help me at this point? I don't know. Let's go for it, though. Crescendo, enter Wrath form. Then I will... I don't think it really matters the order I do this in, so I'm going to strike first. With me being weakened, it only does 1 damage. My weakened is gone. And that's 1 energy gone. Then I can play... What did I roll? 3? So I can scry. That could help with Cut Through Fate. So I'm going to play this. And that does 3 damage. So it takes away the other 2 shield and deals a damage. That was free to do. And I get to scry for 2. Neither of these are that good. I will just discard both of them, I guess. To think about this. So then I play Eruption for 1, which deals 3 damage. Brings him down to 10. I'm gonna undo something. And instead of discarding both of them, I'm gonna put the strike back on top. Yeah, I have to. If I want to kill him this turn, which I want to. Because then I could play Cut Through Fate for 1. That brings me down to 0 energy. It does 3 damage, brings him down to 7 health. Then I scry for 3. I just see the strike that I put back on top. I draw a card. I draw the strike. I spend a miracle to play the strike for 2 damage, brings him down to 5 health. Omega finishes him off. Hooray! But now he's back in Fury mode with 45 health. Okay. Let's see. So that's at the start of the round, right? So I still have... Or no, he immediately heals 45 and now enters Fury mode. Move the cube there now. So that means on his turn, he does that, and now he's on this. So he's going to be dealing 10 damage to me? Is that... is that right? Because that's not cool. All right, I got to shuffle this to redraw it. I don't have a... Oh. I am in Wrath form. Good call. So I do take 1 damage. I'm still alive, though, right? I mean, it's not good, but I'm still alive. Good catch, though. But he did die, but then he comes immediately back to life and then removes anything on him, which he didn't have any debuffs. So now this next turn, if I gotta either block for 10 or do 45 damage in 1 turn. Yeah, I think this might be it. Unless I mean, I'm in Wrath form, so if I can get, like, roll on Viara and then get Ragnarok and then attack potion, I think that's literally the only way I win, which I think is, there's a chance if the cards are right. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It all comes down to this. All comes down to this. So A 6? Okay, I could choose which relic. Did I draw Ragnarok? I did not. But I did draw Brilliance. But I have nothing that draws me cards. So I think I'm screwed either way. I think I'm screwed. So I'm just going to try to go max damage. I'm going to activate Viara and just see how much damage I can do. But I think I'm screwed. But I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to activate Brilliance. First attack. That deals 3, 4, 5 damage per miracle I have. I have 3, so that does 15, and then I can use attack potion to do 30 damage. That brings him down to 15 health. Maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way. This actually is gonna work out, right? Because with the strength and the wrath, strike does 1, 2, 3 damage, brings him down to 12. Okay. Flurry of Blows deals 3 damage, brings him down to 9. It's not quite there. I think I'm literally 1 damage short. Consecrate does 3 damage. That brings him down to 6. I can't block. I'm done. There's nothing I can do. It's game over. Wait, what did I mess up? Because I think I'm gonna lose by 1 damage. Unless I miscounted. But I'm pretty sure I'm correct, right? Because I played that for double. That was 30. And 3. And 3. And then 3. And that's gonna do 5. So I just need 1 more damage. But even with third eye, like, it's not like I can scry, but I can't draw. Is this the first round of the second phase? Yeah. Technically, yeah. Well, because I killed him last turn. That immediately moved the cube to the first spot. They did that. Because it moves immediately, not at the start of the round. So then on their turn, they did this, and the cube went to this. So they're attacking me this turn. I believe is how that works. Because it says, like, you immediately move the cube and enters Fury mode, like, right away. Right? Because I know there's some bosses, like the slime boss, like doesn't spawn the slimes till the start of the next round. But I think the champ immediately enters Fury mode. I just assume that because it says he immediately heals to 45. So I think you don't, like, switch between rounds. At least that's how I play it. I play it wrongly. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's just my interpretation, but I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Because I think, like I said, with the slime boss, like, that activates at the start of the round. Gosh. I can't believe he had 45 health, and I was able to bring him down to a single HP in 1 turn, but I am 1 HP off. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. I pulled out all the tricks I could. And you know what? If I would have upgraded Omega, that would have helped me. But I don't know what I upgraded instead, but I think I still used it. So, unfortunately, they deal 10 damage. Actually, they don't even deal damage to me. Wrath mode would kill me before they could. I kill myself before the champ can. Dang. That was so close. I don't know if I've done that much damage in a turn before. I probably have, but that's still a crazy amount. Basically, I did 44 damage, but I needed to do 45. That's messed up. Okay, well, I at least made it to the end of Act 2, and I knew I was going to struggle on the champ, but God, this deck was pretty good, I thought. It just didn't have the best draws at the start for the champ. I don't know. It's just 1 damage off. GG, very fun run. I think so. It was close. But like I said, Act 2 is where I die most of my runs, so it doesn't surprise me that it all ended here. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the final run for today, because yeah, I definitely don't have another time for another run. But that, you know, times out pretty good. We're at 3.5 hours. I normally stream for 3 to 4 hours. That works pretty good. Okay, I get a quick sip of water. All right, well, before hopping out of here, I'll of course just quickly give my final thoughts on this game. And if you haven't noticed through the playthrough, I really like this game a whole heck of a lot. Like I said, I was familiar with the video game. I played it a couple times. I'd probably say like I logged at least like 20 hours in the video game version over the course of a couple years. You know, I got the basics, played it a bit, but I wasn't crazy about it. I don't know, it just never really clicked with me. But I think this board game version is fantastic. I did back the collector's edition, which is a little bit over the top, comes with like the play mat and the metal coins. It's collector edition stuff where it's absolutely not necessary to play, but it makes the play experience a little bit nicer. Some of the play mats, it's just all extra stuff. That's the sleeves for everything, collector's edition stuff, which when I backed this game, I didn't know how good it was going to be, but I figured I was going to like it. So I was like, I'm going to take a gamble and get the collector's edition. And I'm glad I did because I really like this game. Like I said, I play a lot of games. This is easily in my top 3 of my entire collection. First off, it plays a great solo. It's co-op, which co-op games are some of my favorite. It's a deck builder, which I don't have many of, and this is by far my favorite deck builder, at least in a board game I've ever played. It's better than Dominion by a mile. I think it's way better than Imperium Legends. I didn't really like Imperium Legends, so I haven't played much of Aeon's End, so just to compare some other deck builders, but I think this one is so good. It's also just so satisfying. Like that last turn, I did 45 damage in one turn. Like that's a lot of damage. So yeah, this game just, I don't know, it feels very rewarding that if you play it enough and kind of learn the characters and learn the builds, that you can build some really fun decks that combo well and really just get the right relics, and cards can really pop off and almost feel broken at times. Especially like some of the defect runs I've had and watcher runs I've had can just feel like almost busted. But yeah, I thoroughly like this game, and I love the fact I play solo, and then obviously you can play it co-op with other people. It scales up to 4 players, so I love that each character plays way differently. They all have their own reward decks and starting relics, and yeah, just all different very play styles. And I love that this game has so much variability. I mean, it has, at least with Act 1, you have 2 different maps, and then you have the different nodes on the map that are randomized. You have your different starting blessing every time. You have different card rewards every time, different enemies and random events each time in a different order, different bosses that you roll for. So that's one thing that really makes or breaks games for me, especially if I play them a lot solo, is how variable are they in their setup and playing. And I think this game just does it so well that it just feels like I could play this so many times back to back to back, and it just won't feel the same. I could play the same characters, same ascension levels, and it'll feel different because I'm playing against different bosses with different deck styles and different paths each time. Like, it's just so well made. I think it's well balanced. The game components are great. The one thing I will say is I did the one like production issue I have with this is all the game cards are sleeved, but I had some issues with peeling sleeves, so I had to like contact the company. I was like, hey, some of my sleeves are peeling, and they were nice enough to send me a bunch of sleeves for free, which was nice. So that was like my one small complaint, but new sleeves seem better. But I think especially all the like collector's edition components are really nice. The metal coins, the play mats, but everything else, like the art looks great in this game. It's straight from the game, so I'm a big fan of the art style. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think this game is just a 10 out of 10. It's really good. Like maybe I'd knock it down, like maybe a half a point for like the sleeve issue, but like the actual game itself, like components aside, I think it's a 10 out of 10. This game is so fun. I mean, the only like main thing is it's a table hog, takes up a lot of space, and because of that, it also takes up a fair amount of time to like set up and tear down. But I don't think it's like a confusing setup and tear down, and especially like maybe because I played this game a bunch, but I could go a while of not playing this game, come back, and it's just like it comes right back to me how to set it up, how to play, and it's pretty straightforward to do. It just does take a little bit of time. I love the fact that you can save your progress. I think that's pretty cool. I've never used that myself, but you can like save between acts. And then of course, as I was playing today, I one thing that I also really appreciate in solo games and other, you know, board games as well, but especially solo games, is having some varying difficulty, and the ascension levels is just perfect. That you could just keep adding on and adding on more and more just extra stuff that makes it more difficult. And I think that's awesome. For like, at this point, I've put in so many hours of this game. I've played it so much, so having that extra ascension just keeps adding the fun to it. And then you can add in the keys to go for Act 4. Like, it's just, there's certain things I look for in solo games, and this has it all. It has co-op and asymmetric player powers and replayability and scalability with different. It's got it all, and I think it's just an absolute fantastic game. Yeah, it does. It takes up a lot of table space, takes a while to set up and tear down. It's also not cheap. I mean, the collector's edition was like $180, like $150. You're gonna spend, I think, at least for the base game, it's like $100. But you also, there's like, I can show you the container, but there's a ton of cards. You got all the player cards on the side, all the different acts cards on this side. Get nice stuff to sort it in the collector's edition. But that's once again, I don't want to really hold that against the game, because I do think it's worth it. It's a solid game with great components, and you get lots of stuff, like lots of cards, but it does make it expensive, where I think the base game is like $120 and the collector's edition is like $150 or $180. So yeah. You search about the champ fight? What do you mean? You think I do have a turn on that? Really? Did you is there like a Board Game Geek post about it? I mean, at this point, I'm gonna still probably wrap up for tonight, but that would be good to know going forward, because that's how I've always played. Because it says you immediately move it, and then I always assume like if it's on my turn, then I would immediately move it on my turn. It acts, and then it does its turn. There are, okay. That would be good to know, because yeah, that does make it more difficult if I play it the way I said. But I don't know. It does say the thing that throws me is it says immediately, so that makes me think as soon as it reaches 0, it comes back and moves down. And if I do that on my turn, then on its turn it does that. So then, yeah, I mean, I think regardless, like, I'll still wrap up tonight. But that is good to know that I'll need to look at that. But whatever. Maybe that's why I struggle with the champ so much, is I'm making it more difficult on myself. Yeah, overall, I could keep going on and on about this game, but it's just seriously one of my favorites in my entire collection. So good. So replayable. It has its flaws, like I said. Table hog, it's expensive, takes a while to set up and tear down. I had the issues with the sleeves, which apparently I think is supposed to be fixed now in future printings. But I absolutely think if you're a fan of the video game, absolutely this game is 100% worth at least trying and, you know, buying if you can get your hands on it and you want to. But that's what I gotta say. So yeah, let me switch to I should have been chatting screen. I don't do this that much. Okay. So before I hop out of here, I'll quickly tease what's upcoming on the channel for the next week or so. So video this upcoming week will be me continuing Forbidden Lands, my Forbidden Lands playthrough with Gnolf and Ulrich. I'll be continuing that a little bit. You know, it's gonna be a video, so I'm probably not gonna get too much. You know, like an hour or so of playing in that, but I always want to return to that one more time, because I'm going to be probably at the start of the year starting up a new playthrough RPG series, so I'm probably going to put Forbidden Lands kind of on the back burner, so I always want to return to it one more time before I do that, so that's my plan for next week's video. Next week's stream, a week from now, will be a tier 2 chosen stream, which I'm about to post. I'll probably put out a post on YouTube later today to vote on for that. Which so it's up to the tier 2 members of what that's gonna be. But then I mentioned, so 2 weeks from now I'm gonna be doing my 12-hour video game marathon stream, which I think will be a lot of fun. I'm probably also gonna be starting a lot earlier, because it's gonna be going for 12 hours, so I'm probably gonna start like, I know we start 5 p.m. my time. I'm probably gonna start like 8 a.m. my time, because I'd like to go till like 8 p.m. That feels pretty decent, or maybe like even 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to be starting real early, so I'll let you know. I'll probably like maybe post to my Discord once I kind of have an idea of, I'll have at least by next week a time locked in of when I'm going to start that. But I'll tease out I kind of said I was gonna do something also a little bit different. So not only am I gonna be doing a video game stream, which is gonna be different, but I have a little twist that I want to do. We'll see if I'm gonna come to regret this, which maybe I will. But as a way to kind of maybe give people a fun little incentive to maybe join as a member, a YouTube member, is I this might be a dumb idea. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to be streaming from my desk for that video game marathon. And my desk is a standing desk. Most of the time when I stream, I use the standing mode. Well, I also have a little folding treadmill that I use at my standing desk. So what I thought would be fun is during that video game stream, anytime someone either gifts a membership or becomes a YouTube member, that would add a mile that I have to walk on the treadmill during the stream. So I thought it'd be a fun little incentive that, and maybe I'd probably cap it at like 20 miles. But for each membership, either gets gifted or that someone becomes a member during that stream, it would add 1 mile that I have to walk during that stream. And maybe I'd also add we'll see how it goes, but I might also add the ability that if someone wants to be nice and like they gift a membership or become a member, they could choose to like decrease any miles. So if I'm at like, I have to walk 15 miles, like someone could become a member and try to like subtract it if they wanted to, you know, help me out a little bit. But that's my current idea. We'll see if it pans out, but I think that would be a fun little, just a little wrinkle, a little incentive that while I'm playing, you know, Fortnite and Rocket League, that if people want, they could become a member to help out and support the channel, but then also make me suffer a little bit and have to walk on a treadmill while I do this marathon, and you know, possibly have to spend like 10 of the 12 hours walking. So that could be kind of fun. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I don't know if it'll pan out, but I hope it does, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So yeah, that's my let me go to a different song here. That's my plan for 2 weeks from now, but I'll let you know for sure what time I'm starting next week and if that's what I'm going to do, but that's my current plan. So yeah, that's it for this stream. So thank you all so much for watching. Thanks everybody that came and hung out. This was a really fun stream. I really enjoy playing this game, and it's always fun having people both on Twitch and YouTube side coming and hanging out and chatting, and especially Dala Massimiri. I really appreciate all your advice and input throughout the stream. It was very helpful and insightful on some things I just wouldn't have thought of trying, or cards of grabbing, rule mistakes with the champ. So it's good to know all that stuff. So that was very much appreciated. And yeah, so thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed this. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you. Have a good week, everybody. Go slay the Spire. I'm sure the champ will not ruin your day. Or maybe he will. I don't know.
Just where we are going, we all do our best to just keep going with the flow, yeah. Everybody knows that what we want is golden. We all do our best to just keep going with the flow, yeah. No one really knows, yeah, just where we are going. We all do our best to just keep going with the flow, yeah. Everybody knows that what we want is golden. We all do our best to just keep going with the flow, yeah.